I mean, that's technically accurate.
I mean,
Very vague.
We really didn't
Some
do
might
much. We
say
kind of
utterly
looked around a little bit, uh, found a lot of corridors, found a nice little coffin thing down in that area. Everyone got a little ride on Ixen. He got many pets and scratches, so he's a happy dragon today.
rich.
And he got snacks. He got snacks from the pit with fireball.
snakes.
Oh, which I have to check if I roll the charges back. After
You
that,
do, but you get more than 3 as the minimum.
and then Minerva's over here in the corner, cause fuck Minerva. Then we just kind of traveled down this way, found a lot of pit traps, fell into one. That was fun. And then we fought some bloody goop things. Ada wants to go check out this thing again because there is something hidden in it. She knows there's something in there. You do not see it, but I
didn't
zoomed
see
in really
anything.
close to it. I rolled a 1,
I know.
and Ada was rushed. She's gonna go try again.
Yeah, you don't see anything in it.
She's gonna try again. I'm gonna roll more
JC.
investigations.
Unlike in Pathfinder, where you can just keep trying again and again and again, I generally go with the once you fail, you have found nothing. There are
Then
certain
Ixon's gonna
circumstances
try.
where you could find again, try again, that is. But none of these circumstances have allowed for this to occur.
Like the dragon.
Well, I mean, we were immediately attacked by horrifying monsters.
They searched in combat.
I thought me searching started the combat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so I reached in. Didn't really have time to move around as things popped up behind me.
Oh no, you had time to search.
Okay.
You got distracted, and you didn't feel anything down there. But if something triggers another option, feel free. But any further attempts by Ada will just result in
Same thing.
same
Got it.
result. Yeah. I don't.
More slimes.
Okay.
But you all would wake
so they
up from
had
your
time.
long
Good.
rest.
And Ada has inspiration
It's true.
for once.
It's new and different, yo.
It is straight bullet.
So I would have tried to do augury last night, see if the components that I got work.
What is your question? I do need to get the actual official use of it, not just.
Okay. Has to be something that would occur within 30 minutes of asking it, yeah.
I believe so.
If I asked John to use contact other plane to reach Ikazalayan, ignoring the possible risk of him going insane for a short period of time, will there be any other bad side effects?
So your question is, if you have John contact other plane, will there be bad side effects?
Other than John possibly going insane.
Other than John possibly going insane. Let's see
Yes.
here. Let's see here. I now need to read augury. For me to properly answer this question accurately, I will need to know what your questions will be so I can get an idea if they will be good or bad results, because that will be within the next 30 minutes, so that would trigger. The results of these questions in the future, beyond the 30 minutes, I cannot answer that in regards for augury, but yeah. What would your questions be? And John, you can feel free to tell me if you're going to deviate or not on these questions that you were provided by Jordan, or by Renea.
Well, Renee wouldn't actually ask John until she got an answer, but could I use sending to contact you? Would be the first question. Is there a... Where could I go to learn more about you? Is the second question. Third, how are you related to me? Or no, I guess that would be fourth. Third is, are you the reason I'm an Asimar? Fourth, if the answer to that is yes, how are you related to me? Besides being my patron. And fifth would be, how do I cleanse Nemelphia? Or wait, no, fifth would be, what happened to me in the abyss with that halo and stuff?
All right. Let me go read something real quick. If you were given these questions, Sean, would you change what they are, or would you keep them as is? Basically, would you do what Jordan's asking in terms of contacting other plane?
There's a singular one that I would swap. He would not ask about the question, or about that power. He would ask what its goal is. What is it getting out of us?
All right, so instead of what happened to me in the abyss with that halo and stuff, your question would be, what is your goal?
Yes.
All right. Let me go look into the future now, see what possible things are for your augury result.
Whoa. Whoa.
They don't have to be. Short phrases are nice. The short phrase as an answer is what makes that spell very good. Also, to my understanding, it also has to be truthful. Since the whole if it would be, since there's that rule in case something would be misleading.
I mean, it lying to you isn't really misleading, as much as it
Well,
wants to lie.
It's the very
That's-
definition of
The
misleading.
definition of misleading.
JC.
Buddy.
I took it more as like it might be interpreted a different way than what it wants, rather than it
Oh.
wants to be this way.
All right.
So you're saying
That's a
misleading
fair
in terms
point.
of what it wanted to communicate instead of what the truth would be?
Okay,
So-
got you. That'd be a fair point.
Your answer to your augury is wheel and woe.
Oh, nice. Well, that's what she expected, so I guess she's not even going to bother to ask John then.
Alright, fantastic.
Because she trusts John is about as far as she can throw him, so no one else, unless maybe Kenna showed up, knows she was even asking this, so... Well, she would have been asking in Celestial, so unless the show showed up, no one would know what she was asking.
Unless I just showed up.
God damn it.
Wait, would we even have
Where are
sex
you?
for a whole?
Where
while
are
we
you? I'm gonna
long
mark
rest?
you.
Isn't this place kind of disappearing on
Marked
us?
for death.
Shame corner. There you go. Get in your corner.
Yeah.
You were saying something, JC?
This place is kind of disappearing on us, isn't
Yep.
it?
Yep, the walls are even more so in terms of it being a ruin. You actually have 1 day until it is fully gone.
The booze!
The show probably would have gone up simply because there's the entire floor is covered in blood and there's no good place to sit down on the
Yeah,
on the
Ada
floor.
would have went and took another shower if we're gonna take a long rest.
You better bet your ass that John would have been getting a refill.
Floof would have cleaned up.
All right. For Floof, you, after the long rest, would wake up in a... Well, it's a little weird because you're a cat and covered in fur, so much fur that it's kind of exhausting, but you wake up in a cold sweat. You feel extra chilly. And you're somewhat irritable, too.
I can do that.
That's all thus far. All right.
Did Jordan not summon my steed last session?
No, because you have some weird rules with how it interacts with your Find Familiar, and it was kind of narrow quarters, so.
Okay, well, as long as it can fit through the doors, then I'm summoning my steed in here.
Yeah.
All right. Go see if I can't find your steed because I don't remember what map I put it on.
Last time we saw it was the bottom floor of the Abyss Manor.
Mm,
That was a while ago.
yeah.
Well, that's good to know augury works, because I have another question to ask it just before we go into Nemelfia's room.
I get to do more dreaming. Yes.
All right.
Are you gonna do the thing?
Oh, I should do the thing. But I don't think it'd work. I am willing to DM you, Sage.
Mm. Well, send me your auguries and all that when you are actually ready to move onward. Feel free
Well, the
to.
augury will be with once we've solved the puzzle, since that way we'll be within 30 minutes of fighting Nemelfia.
Gotcha.
Or once we enter the puzzle room.
Well, when you're ready to do the puzzle room, move in here if you're in map tools. Otherwise, let me know so I can put you in there. As I continue to search to see if I can't find your mount.
I think it was just an enlarged pseudo dragon, is what you were using.
There we are.
Horse. So, would that work, Sage?
1 second, I haven't looked at it. What's the name of your fine steed, Kenneth?
Does not have a name yet. I was discussing it with Renea, but was inconclusive.
Excellent. All right, now let's go check your message.
I still say you name them Petunia.
So we still need to track rations, right?
I cannot answer that. For John's question. For yours,
okay.
You
I
do not.
cannot. Sustenance? Good question.
for
Maybe,
your sustenance, yes, keep tracking of it.
Okay, well then in that case, I am out of rations.
I have plenty of rations, so I'll mark up 2 days for me. One for Paul, one for Ada.
Pretty good.
And I have 6 days left.
I have one more ration then.
John will try anyways.
All right.
Last night.
So you're attempting to do that. Okay. Let's go into apples.
Oh, cool.
Actually, I do need to give it a save because it does have a save, right?
No.
It doesn't have a save. It just happens if I'm asleep.
Only if you're trying to make it scary does
yes.
it require a save.
This isn't a nightmare. This is
all
just...
right. Let me go and take you to apples then. Let me go prep this. I didn't think I was gonna have to do this. Okay. Let's go.
Apple.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
Max
Let's
is a
see.
genius.
Go find my handout from, since you're gonna be able to see what they look like.
Yeah,
Let's see here. Where are you, Mr. Floop?
I can't believe this is like a functional thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Max was right.
All right. Where did I keep you?
How to start off a session right.
Mm-hmm. All right, there's your handout. Let me just go and redact some stuff on its name real quick. And then I can send it to you privately so they don't see what you're doing.
Well, of course.
All right. Renamed it proper. Go back to messages. What is your dream? Describe it for me.
The Scrag Lord would initially find himself basically standing in the center of an old rundown shanty town, basically right outside of a saloon, hearing a piano music from the inside, and the light chatter of a bar. And, you know, feeling kind of compelled to walk in, where he would find John behind the counter, the piano playing itself, and nobody around.
All right. So, seemingly confused as to what's going on, for a brief moment, you would see this skeletal figure, what appears to just be a walking skeleton dressed in fine attire with a long, somewhat tattered red cape, trimmed in fur with a heavy fur collar, spiderwebs covering all over this creature. Uh, Thick leather boots and gloves line it, and there seems to be a slight stench of wine upon them. Um, they would walk on in, looking around confusedly, and see you. Ah, my dear boy, where are we? And can I get a
We're
drink? You're the barkeep, right?
that I am.
Excellent,
I
excellent.
I take it. Take it. Do you like your wine?
Well,
As
life little
John would.
pleasures are very limited in my situation, so yes.
John would spawn in some wine, then a glass, and pour it for him at the counter.
All right, he'll move up to the counter and he will sit down upon the stool. He will then look up and kind of stare around at the area he's in. Oh, a dream, eh? Why'd you
That
why'd you call me here?
I have merely heard about you. I was only half expecting this to work. Uh, Pardon the interruption, but I'm kind of looking for what you've got.
What I
Living
got?
for living for longer than one should.
Oh, interested in immortality, I see.
Lots of work to do, not nearly enough time for a human.
It's always the humans that find life so fleeting. Wish for more.
Can't argue with you there. But I'm just purely asking for maybe any assistance I could glean from you, and I would be very willing to repay favors.
See, you had my interest at start, but, well, now you have my attention. What sort of payment are you speaking of?
I'm a gun for hire by trade. I'm used to getting things done for other people. And if you can help me get immortality, there won't really be a task too large given enough time. So if there's something you need done at somebody else's time to alleviate some of your own, I could be that man.
So you're offering a favor, undisclosed, of course, in return for this gift.
Assistance with, I suppose, lichdom. I'm not well versed in it. It's a little hard to learn that
Well, yes,
information.
takes years of study to find the secrets, and of course, an open mind. Hmm.
Well, I reckon I've got a good at least 20 more mortal years left, and plenty of willingness for this goal.
Tell me, do you practice the arcane arts, or are you simply borrowing this power that we may speak?
I'm currently loaning it.
Hmm. A patron, then.
Something called the Tinkerer.
Hmm. Interesting.
Not
Very
much
interesting.
knowledge of him myself, but currently working on his contract, and then I can, in the meantime, trying to get as much of this job done as well.
Hmm. Well, this is something that we could perhaps discuss more on. But first, I will need to know that you are serious and that you are capable. So, a task to even see if you are worthy. Do you still have interest, or shall I wake up?
You have my complete attention, sir.
Good, good. Well then, let me go to the world map real quick so I can make sure I have things properly set. All right. So, there is an item that I have some interest in. I could, of course, go get it myself, but I am very busy, and you offered. So, if you were to retrieve this item, this skull, deep within the bowels of Sargathan, well then, perhaps you may be of use.
Well, would you be able to describe where exactly Skargothan is? I'm not too well traveled, being from Aether Storm myself.
I could. It might be fun to have you search that out on yourself, but it seems unnecessary. If I really want the item, I kind of do. Might as well tell you. So, Sargathan. It is on the continent of Lashulti, in the southern reaches of Kalbesh, somewhat west and south of the Fane Swamp. It is in the foothills of the Terranon Mountains. There, it is a mighty ruin of the Ulgith Empire, deep within its heart, within the. Let me go grab this name. Double click token. Here we go. GM notes. Within the Folklushkin Tower. Well, its basement. Tower's a ruin at this point. It's crumbling. It's a pile of rubble. But within its basement, there you will find a chamber of sorts. In this chamber, there are some strange devices I've not fully uh, seen beyond, as there is some blockage. How rude! You ever just try to scry forward and people just like, oh look, lead, let's put it everywhere. That's it's just uncalled for. Anyways,
I didn't know that lead could do that. I'll
it
keep that in
blocks
mind myself.
divination. It's so annoying. Whoever invented that metal needs to be dragged out into the street and shot. Anyways, in that chamber, there's some form of arcane device. I'm not sure as to its specifics, as I would have to be there to fully understand it, but I imagine that is the lock in which the skull hides behind. And the skull should be fairly obvious. It is a Gith skull, of course, embedded in gems of violet and red energy. This skull is delicate. Be careful if you do manage to reach it.
I suppose a bag of holding would do just fine.
Oh, no. No, you do not want to put it on the astral sea. Not at all. That'd be a bad idea. I suggest a box. Lead lined, of course, as there is some uses to lead. But, only when it's benefiting me, of course.
Well, of course.
But yes, do not take it to another dimension. If you do that, it might be lost forever.
So, just to repeat back to understand I got this. Basically, somewhere in the south foothills of Kalbash, there's a ruined Gith tower. Go down inside of it, get to the lead-lined strong box, get the skull, bring it up north to where you are.
Ah, I see you are aware of my location. Yes. Bring it to me.
Couple
Quick thing.
rumors.
My domain is, of course, protected by my servants. Walking through it might prove dangerous. I will recognize you if you were to arrive upon the borders, but sometimes my servants will not. Upon your arrival, make sure to call first. Otherwise, your death is not in my hands.
Understand. Well, I'll just write down some here. Well then, I look forward to doing business with you, my friend.
Yes. Now, toddle along. I'm going to finish this glass of water. Wait. Don't suppose you can make a workable throat, can you?
John just shrugs and replaces him with average human guy he's seen within a bar 3,000 times. Just
So you're conjuring
it's
someone else next to him, or
am I able to change his own appearance within the
might be
dream?
able to.
Well, that's what he's going to try to do. Basically, just make him same clothes, just kind of just human.
All right, pretty good. Excellent. Now I will enjoy this for the remainder of my rest. You can go and do whatever you're doing.
Thank you kindly. And Dylan.
All right, we can join the others now.
Well, that was fun.
Added all the gods.
Hello.
Sorry
No,
to
she died a third
sidetrack all
time.
of us.
She died a third time during the time of troubles because she decided she didn't want to listen to Ao and tried to march back into heaven past Helm, and Helm killed her. So she died like 3 times.
Sorry for the sidetrack.
I hope your conversation went well.
Oh, it went very well.
Oh, good.
Wonderful night's sleep. How's it going?
Hey, Did you contact the Scrag Lord?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I contacted your ma.
That's like the exact same response Mason and I had.
All right.
Alright, I need to get some duct tape to do that.
Insert that scene from The Incredibles. Who did you contact?
Who did you contact?
So,
Where do you
I was-
go, Yasha?
are you ready to descend into the next chamber?
I am.
Always.
Let's
Yeah.
a little token. Skeet beep bop bop.
Yeah.
Kenna,
Yeah.
to show.
Hold on, I'm getting there. My map tools is being slow.
It's all good.
Renea's spirit weapon. Are you ready to move on?
No, it's deleted. It's gone forever.
Weird.
I
It's
can't believe you've
strange
done
how
this.
it's persisting for like 9 hours.
The corpse of the Warhammer playing Blood Ooze. Are you ready?
No, it's dead. It's never ready.
I'm good.
Damn.
Oh, I forgot to ask about this, but I'm guessing there was nothing to retrieve from their bodies since they sort of exploded.
Let me go look at them real quick.
I have a syringe, so that might not stop us.
Um,
I'm gonna need some of this.
yeah, nothing available. No reagents can be gained from their corpses. Yes. All right. As the party moves onward, having rested for the evening and done some side stuff that we just concluded, you move on into the next chamber. This chamber opens up into a larger room with a grand statue of a Gith knight. Their form somewhat dissipating as they are rusted over. Looks like they are also covered in moss, and the sword is somewhat cracked. The chest up here is opened. It is no longer glowing with a red hue, and it looks covered in moss as well. The fountains in the corners here and here, they are thick with a jello-like substance that is red. The two altars sit surprisingly unfazed. In the far end, the blue glow from this orb floating in the area seems to react with magical energy upon your approach as it sparks.
Paul is going to cast See Invisibility.
All right.
The show is going to begin sketching.
Does this knight statue match the knight in the catacombs? The relief there?
No.
Do either of
Did-
those match the knight in the chapel?
That's what I was about to ask.
No.
Ada's gonna go look around with their lore of enchantments and see if they can find anything of their knowledge around here.
What is this?
That
Can
is an
show go
altar.
on the Altar? Anything special about it?
It has a cloth upon it, which looks somewhat old and frayed due to the progression of time that has occurred at this point. There is a fading symbol of what looks like a hand with a swirling central vortex in its palm.
Can I recognize that?
You recognize it as the symbol for transmutation.
Mm-hmm.
And detect invisibility has not revealed anything invisible at this point in time.
Besides a small glowing yellow orb
Well, yeah,
outside your fist.
besides party members.
What's in the chest?
The chest is empty.
Was this
What was
blue
in the
orb?
chest?
That is a black and magma orb that is floating in the air here about 5 feet off the ground and is surrounded in a blue magical aura,
Okay.
with magic seemingly conjured from it and hitting the doorway forward.
Can my lore of magical enchantments help me discover what it's doing?
You can roll me a lore check, intelligence based.
I have a whole +4. 13.
Quick thing for you, since you did have a rebuild. Is that lore gained from the rebuild, or is that prior?
That's prior. I didn't change the lore I got from the Arcanestra.
I was gonna say that your lore wouldn't have changed.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
I still have magical music and magical enchantments.
All right, let's see here. Dice bot. Dice roller, here we go. 13. You're not sure exactly what it does, but you know that it is related towards the observation school.
Would Desho be able to figure out anything of it?
They can roll an Arcana.
By the way, Sage, you don't have Dice Roller on the stream.
Oh, Floop. Bap. There we go.
13 again.
13. Yeah, same
Could I
thing.
also roll Arcana to see if I can know more? Or
No, you
Hit
would have
the
gained
lore.
the same results, and lore had a lower DC, so nope. Yeah, no, just some weird orb stuff.
Do we know
I'm
that
gonna
it's
go back.
aberration?
Ada does.
Luke is gonna go walk over to it and
Luke.
go to touch
And
it.
this is how we die.
As you touch the orb, Floof, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Another one.
That's not good.
That's a scary throw to make. Because only one of us is any good at those.
About to become brain dead.
Only first level rogue.
Y'all want forbidden magic or forbidden knowledge? Because that's how you get forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my
inspiration?
Thank you.
Yeah, just roll that.
Yeah, maybe,
Should-
maybe.
Do me a favor and don't roll one again.
Oh no.
Okay, that's fine.
Anything else to the roll before I reveal results?
You've been afflicted with feeble mind.
I think
You
17
die.
should be good.
You would just straight up die.
You are doubly addicted.
I'm gonna leave it.
All right, keeping it at 17. Unfortunately, that is not enough. You are inflicted with Fable Mind, as Jordan called it. This means that your intelligence and charisma scores are dropped to 1. You cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You, however, can identify your friends and follow them and even protect them. You are effectively... your mind has been blasted to the point where you are basically a puppet of your former self.
I sit on the floor and just. Meow.
You do suffer 15
Oh,
points of
no.
psychic damage.
Wait, feeble mind does damage too?
Yeah. Blast the mind of a creature that you can see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality. The target takes 46 psychic damage and must make an intelligence saving throw. The damage is just no save. And then if they fail 1 intelligence, and at the end of every 30 days, the creature can repeat the save.
30 days.
Which is an intelligence save.
Can also be healed by Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish.
Looks around. Yeah, we know one guy with Greater Restoration who's like a day away.
Yeah, we know a guy.
Hey, our cat's broken again.
Hey,
Well, no, we can't leave. This place is gonna be gone in a day.
well, no. This place will
No.
still be here. The former ruins, we can still get to Nemelphia.
I mean, and the puzzle will be gone because it's just a straight walk down into a crater. That's technically one way to solve the puzzle.
Alright, do we know out of character? Well, in character, this is the puzzle. Or does it look?
I somehow think that if we don't do this in time for the ruins to be gone, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, I
What
get
date
that
is it,
distinct.
Sage?
Let's see here. You guys know that it is the 24th of October. I would give the actual name, but for ease, it's October.
Sophronia said we had until All Hallows Eve, which is the 31st, right?
Yep.
We can't dilly dally.
And
Is there
as
any writing
for
in here, Sage?
there doesn't seem to be any writing. At least, it doesn't seem to be any writing. As for this being a puzzle, obviously the doorway forward is blocked by this magical energy, and the orb is floating in it. There's obviously something more to it than just touch the orb, because Floofster is broken
Can
now.
I-
They're kin.
I'm gonna
To
cast.
show. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the orb.
All right, roll me up your caster level check, or your spellcasting ability check.
Let's see. Should I? I'm gonna pour into 12, so that's gonna make it 18 total.
The orb is not shattered. Roll me intelligence saving throw.
Oh fuck.
As the
This
magic
is how
flies
you
towards the
decay.
orb, the magic is reflected back upon you. Specifically, the defensive magic is reflected onto you.
25.
25. Alright, you are not feeble-minded, but you do suffer 10 points of psychic damage.
Do you think you can break my mind?
Alright. Quick question before we
maybe we
keep
should
on
stop
poking the orb.
Yeah. Could I?
Fellas. Last time we were in a room with a big statue, we had to turn it.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I inspect the base of the statue for mechanics?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
What exactly happened to you, Floofster?
I don't know how well they can talk at the moment.
Perfect.
Guys, what happened to them?
They touched the orb.
I'm gonna
8
go over and just like
for
rub against
investigation.
them.
Renea
How
actively
big is
flies
Floofster?
away.
I've been meaning to
They're
ask. How?
6 feet tall.
Okay. Holy
The show gives Floofster scratches on the head.
I was
Scratches.
still the magic just normal sized cat, but bipedal.
I think that's preferable. I want Puss in Boots.
I am wearing boots.
What's it? Never mind. Ignore me.
8 for investigation.
You don't see any mechanics to it. Just seems like a solid metal statue. Rusted, of course, and covered in moss, but yeah.
Also, I have an idea. So, with the handprints transmutation symbols, I think we need one hand on each of them. Maybe that'll do something?
If you want to give your left hand, I'll give my right.
I was gonna put his left hand on
To show
this.
puts his right hand on the other one.
Alright, roll me an Arcana, each of you.
Yes, sir. 17.
Ada's
15.
gonna watch this area.
Alright, would you like to add anything to your result before I reveal results?
Destiny, sure.
I'll throw in a destiny for
Alright,
me, yeah.
2 destinies. Let's go mark this up.
A whole point.
1 destiny from you. 1
16
destiny
total.
From you.
19 total for me.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, destiny added.
Bad rolls.
Alright. As you place your hands upon the altars, the faded symbol of the transmutation, that being of a swirling palm, you feel a magical presence within this. Not on the cloth or anything like that, but on the altar itself. You feel yourself grasping at this. Luckily, the DC was actually 15. It was just a bait, as is tradition.
Better safe than sorry.
Yep, indeed. But you both have taken control of this energy. You feel yourselves able to maneuver it, twist it into place. You feel you can pull or push, turn left or right, and let's see, pull, push, turn left, right. What was the fifth one? Fifth one's not available right now. So yeah, pull, push, turn left, right.
Can we figure out what we'd be controlling?
You could roll me a Arcana check to identify what this might allow you to do.
Can I also make the same check?
Yep.
15.
26.
All right. 15. You're so confused. You're just like there's like I'm holding a handle and it's magical, but there's nothing here. For Paul, you've actually heard of some of these back during your studies at Arcanostra. These are the old Gith psionic locks.
Okay.
These locks themselves specifically alter the fabric of reality, allowing the caster to control and shift the area around them. Using the tools at your disposal, the turning and the pushing and pulling, you are able to control the contraption. Specifically, you believe that this contraption will indeed control the knight statue in the center. Its position, you're not sure of where it needs to be placed, but it is connected to the locking mechanism itself. If the knight can be placed in the proper position, the orb will deactivate and the way forward will be revealed.
The
I'm gonna
show
call
will
out to the show.
count
We
twitch.
can.
The show's gonna go clockwise first and see if it works.
All right, before
Kind of
Paul
a
can
reflex.
provide you info, you turn clockwise, turning to the right. The statue will, let's see, turning to the right. The statue will tilt its sword, releasing its grip with its left hand, as it's one-handed now, and it'll point the sword towards Paul.
I
Why
think
is
maybe we should
everything
turn
down
it
here
once more so
statues?
that it points at the door.
I don't actually
I-
have a version of this so it's one-handed, so I'm just gonna do this.
Renee is going to move away from the
Nice.
statue as it starts moving.
Everyone, I'd say get to the sides of the room.
Gith really like their turning statues.
Yeah, I could have told you that. Towards the door, you said, Paul.
Towards the door, I think.
I give it another twist.
To the right?
Yep.
All right. Sword is pointing towards the door.
And then you said we could do left, right, and what were the other options?
You have
We can
left,
move it
right,
forward and back.
push, or pull.
Maybe we should push it towards the door. Maybe the sword will destroy the orb.
On 3?
On 3.
1,
2,
3.
All right, both of you push forward. The blade moves towards the door. It's already pointed outwards, and it kind of just points again, like trying to extend the arms, but it's already extended fully.
Give your arm 2 twists to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna twist it twice to the right.
All right, your arm shucky duckies from the Lord position, hatches onto the blade.
Push again.
Okay, I will push the arm.
All right,
As in
pushing
the above.
forward, both of you.
Yep.
Again, once more, this time with a bit more strength and a bit more reach, it is able to go forward a bit, but it is just kind of like plunking forward.
What if we pull
Perhaps,
and then push?
Yeah, that.
Pull and then push.
That makes sense.
Do you pull?
Yep.
Do you both pull?
Yes.
All right. Both of you pull, the sword retreats. You have gained a 5th option. You can now go, sorry, a 5th and 6th option, technically. You can now go, instead of left, right, you can go up and down.
Okay.
Should we chop this thing?
I think so. Up.
The show, is there a customary stance when you're trying to enter a noble place?
Hey, God.
Well, didn't all
Roll
the
me
other
history.
statues have the sword pointing down
18.
towards their feet?
All right. You do not quite recall any customary greetings, the like. Yeah.
You see, the tricky thing about being a Gith archaeologist is that there are no living Gith and very few records of their customs. I am more akin to an architect than an anthropologist. That's a joke, I promise. However, Renee, you bring up a good point. Paul, let's try to point it down in a guarding manner.
Yeah,
Like
let's
a
try
warden.
that. So let's move it down.
Down.
All right. Pulling downwards, the blade points up, rising up to, as the tip of the blade is pointing upwards, as the hands. It's kind of hard to describe. It'd be easier if we were in person, so I can just show you what I'm doing. But effectively inverse controls is what you're saying here. As the blade goes
All
ching
right.
in an upward position, like a knight holding it ready to attack, like Aragorn during the charge at the Black Gate.
Gotcha.
Do we want to give it a chop anyways and try that first?
Might as well.
All right, everyone. Maybe get into the other room. We don't know what this is gonna do.
John's just kind of
Probably a good
spinning
idea.
himself around this pillar.
Do one of you guys want resistance first?
In case you take it.
Yeah. Okay.
My
Actually,
mind
Paul,
is impenetrable.
Renea will move over
I'm-
to the show and cast
I'm not worried
resistance
about your mind at the
reading.
moment. I think this might be more of a
Alright.
physical thing.
I'm
Alright,
just going
fine.
to follow Renea around.
As Renea hovers, like, most of the time 4 or 5 feet off the ground to avoid you.
They just kind of like
Oh.
reach up and start like kneading at your pants. Like
Oh.
The cat
This
is
is
6 feet tall.
Tabaxi
This-
idiots are the best idiots.
this is the greatest affliction stage has given, because so far we have had small demons, alcoholism, whatever, and now cat.
It's just a cat.
It undid the awakening that turned them from a cat into a tabaxi.
And now, back to cat.
they
All right,
just-
Paul, let's give this a
become-
nice chop.
Indeed.
Renea is gonna follow the maybe you should get out of the room instruction.
All right.
So can we do 2 actions with it at once if one of us were to, or can we guide it to do a chopping motion?
You just have to tell me what controls you're using.
So let's see. I guess we'd
Current,
pull
what's the
up
current
and
position?
push at the same.
The current position is it is pulled inwards. It is
Pointing up.
pointing up, and it's twisted to the right, so it's pointing this way.
So we need to do a push, definitely.
And I should
which-
phrase that you used down to get it in the upward angle.
Yes.
So just to be
So
clear.
we'll push and go up.
Yes.
All right. Are you both using push and then both using going up, or are you both one of you going push and one of you going up?
I think
1 and 1.
we both would do the same thing otherwise, because well, the hands need to move together.
Right. Right. All right. I guess push then up.
All right. So you're
try
both
that.
using push.
Yeah.
All right. The blade slams into the ceiling as stonework begins to fall, and you hear a ringing within your ears as weird noise coming off. You both must make me an intelligence saving throw.
Shit.
We should have thought that through more.
30.
Oh, damn.
All right. Whatever, nerd. +2 plus D4 for resistance. Yes. Actually,
Yeah.
saving throws. I'm good at those. +6.
Well, would you like to do something with that roll?
I don't think I can. I don't think.
Gamer? Take
What?
yourself reroll. Take yourself my reroll.
Does the inspiration reroll apply to my resistance die
No.
as well?
No, just
No?
the
So I
D20.
keep
Just
that
gives you
+2?
advantage. Yep.
Much better. 21 total.
All right. You both suffer 11 points of psychic damage, and you're not feeble-minded,
Join me.
as the psychic energy reverberates back upon you, striking at your mind as the blade cuts into the stonework. The room itself has suffered some damage.
So it cut into the ceiling.
Yeah, it was holding it in like a, I assume like kind of a Qui-Gon Jinn stance, if you know what I'm talking about.
So I think
And then
what we
we
need
just
to do
went
is
straight up.
use the up command to push the thing down and then thrust.
I believe yes. That sounds accurate.
Let's try that.
Alright.
Yeah.
And hope we don't get feeble-minded.
Do you both push up?
Yes.
All right, the blade is now pointing forward, like per the picture.
For the picture. Well, now we're back where we started.
Right.
Give it another up. I want to, yeah, another up.
Do you both
So
put you
we're
up?
pointing down. Yes.
All right, and Paul.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
All right, the hand switches on the blade, so it is gripping it as the blade is pointed downwards, like a one of the statues. So the blade downwards, hands in a normal position, resting near the pommel.
Ada's gonna peek in after hearing the crumbling and make sure no one's dead.
No one's dead.
No one's dead. This feels like just the worst possible hangover, though. Okay. So he's holding it. He's holding a sword in like a warden position now.
Yeah.
Do we want to give it a push?
I feel
Don't
like
you
I'll
need
do
a-
the exact same thing as before. Wait,
You need
so
a pull
the,
to bring it closer to him, don't you?
Yes. Pull.
pull.
Do you both pull?
Yes.
All right. The blade rises up. It's still in a downward position.
So if it were to go down, is the tip of the blade over the transmutation symbol in the center?
Yes.
I think we should strike that.
Here
do a
goes
push.
nothing. Push. Double push, I suppose.
Yes.
All right. And the blade slams into the symbol down below as you hear a ting. It is now locked in. You only have options of pull and then left or right.
Left.
It's a combination lock.
No.
Uh,
Time to go backtrack into the level to find the combo.
Yeah. No. What's this? Is this one like wolf, owl, dragon?
I think I saw like a 3 up in the like supply crates up here.
Are there any rotating rocks in this dungeon?
let's just see what happens if we do left.
Yeah. Okay. Left.
All right. The blade twists to the left.
Nothing.
No, nothing else happens.
Right?
Does it rotate the transmutation symbol?
No.
Okay, let's try right twice.
Blade goes right, back into the center, and then right again.
I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this.
No, Sage is
try
thinking,
right
who's
one
looked
more
at my
time.
notes?
What?
Let's try to go right one further.
Sure. Do right one.
All right. Turning it once more, the hand releases its grip and twists it one more with a basically releases and puts it in a position where it can turn a third time. As the blade sinks into place, you would hear. Just 1 second.
Oh God.
Oh, it's on the background layer.
Oh god, oh no. Oh.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh geez. Oh fuck.
I think it worked.
As the barrier disperses.
Hey, look at that.
Hell, that'll do.
We figured it out, and Paul's gonna wipe some blood that's coming out of his
Okay.
nose.
Yeah. The show is gonna massage his temples.
Floofster's still acting like a cat over here. Stop it! Stop rubbing against my legs. Enough.
John will
can't
go.
understand you.
John will go and knock on the door and tell the others that we're good.
Renee,
and
Ada
he'll
was already
kinda do
peeking
the,
through.
you know when you're trying to fake that you have a treat to a cat and you like rub your fingers together?
Oh, I'm gonna run after that. I run full speed, like
This is big.
Count them.
And as soon as you
Energies.
almost get there, and as soon as you almost get there, the show pulls it up and makes you miss it.
Oh no.
That's 180 movement of a cat of just.
That's
So you need to
100.
make a dexterity check to react to something moving it that fast.
I just like go and like try to stop and like don't really like bump into you.
Roll to not get tackled by a 6-foot fucking house cat.
/RD20 plus. Freaking plus
I mean-
7. Is this a saving throw? Am I trying to dodge?
I don't think
that?
you actually have to roll.
Yes.
I was joking.
you
Okay.
12. I get body slammed by a 6-foot cat.
As Floofster slams into you. Oof.
I feel nothing, as it is a mass of fluff.
Their fur is a lot deeper than it should be.
Go
I
in maybe
just
like a
start purring really
full
loud
foot.
right in your face.
Okay. Okay.
Is there even like? Is Floofster even real? Are they just a ball of fluff that gains sentience? Who knows?
It's a half a corn dog that was left in the backseat of a sedan long enough to achieve sentience.
Their fur has gained a mind of its own.
I'm not sure how I feel about that because that has validity.
Renee will walk cautiously into the room. So, what's up with the weird glowing orb thing?
I think.
No longer glowing.
Yeah, I think we managed
It's still
to
glowing
stop it.
red.
Well, it's no
okay,
longer
good.
protecting the door from the looks of it, so I think we may be able to pass safely through.
Songs for a Dying World. Ah, yeah, thanks, Sage.
Love it.
Yeah.
The show will walk up to the threshold and kind of take it in, check it, make sure nothing else fishy is going
Roll me
on.
investigation.
I'll give him or I'll aid him in this.
Plus 6.
Before you go through the door, there's some spells I want to prepare first.
15.
Doesn't seem to be trapped or anything like that.
Alright, well.
Are we opening the door? Or
Renea is
what
preparing
spell
for a
do you
moment.
want?
So, I want to cast Augury. That'll take me 10 minutes or so. And then I might want to cast Protection from Poison. I can cast that on 2 people, and then Kenna can put me to sleep for like 10 minutes, and then I'll get some of my magic back and can cast it on 2 more people. So we'd have 4 people resistant to poison. I mean, based on the Roselings, I'm guessing we're going to run into it.
Alright.
That could work.
So obviously the show, Ada and Ixen, since they're going to be towards the front lines. But what about the last person? Me?
I suppose.
Well, first things first. To be clear, down through that door is the next chamber where the boss lies. Your bard cannot cast any spells right now. They are a house cat.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the cat man.
That's bad.
So if you do go down that, you're going down basically down a party member.
Well, the loser can still
Well.
give out bardic inspiration. That's not a spell.
No, they
It
can't.
requires speaking,
No,
doesn't it?
they don't.
Purring
They don't get used to class
inspiration.
Start
features.
kneading at your cake.
All they get is their claws, basically.
Pretty much.
Well,
How
so
quickly can you get back to Stag's Glen on Ixen, Ada?
Hey, Sage, how quickly can I get back to Stag's Glen on Ixen?
What's the Ixen's fly speed?
30 fly, and I am a ranger.
Do you have Expeditious Retreat?
What's a retreat?
It would let you bonus action dash for 10 minutes.
That was.
That was it.
Yeah. Let's see.
what are you,
I-
Yella?
I do not use that spell.
Would you be going at a slow, medium, or fast pace?
Fast.
Hey Renee, do you have your wings out?
Yeah, she's currently, like 4 or 5 feet off the floor to try and avoid you.
I'm gonna try and back them.
It would take you about 4 hours to get there and back.
8 hours
Far
worth
there,
or 4 hours total?
4 hours there and back total.
Okay, I can do that.
Do you...
Or sorry,
want me to-
26, 8. I did that backwards. Yeah, 8 total.
Even at ranger highway speeds?
They don't have highway speeds. They have road
But they're
speeds.
flying.
I know. They're still dangerous in the sky.
Technically,
Didn't you say rangers would be acting as if they were on a highway, though, because rangers?
They just get a little bit faster.
They have the guide track instead of the normal track. So traditionally, a normal road is fast speed of 4. A guide, which is a ranger, has a normal speed or a fast speed of 6.
And with flying, you could just go straight there.
Yeah, and you can just go straight there instead of having to avoid difficult challenges. Now, there are certain areas that would allow for a highway, such as certain air currents and whatnot, but that is not this place.
How many miles away am I, Sage?
You are 20 miles away. As the bird flies, or the dragon in this case.
Okay, well, unless anyone wants to try to like boost Ixin speed, it's gonna take me 8 hours there and back.
I
think actually that might be the best option, so
I
that
think
Toaster could get back, and we'd still have, and it wouldn't have been a full day yet. So
I could
8 hours is the
I
best we can
could
do.
dimensional door you the first 500 feet and then just come back.
I mean, getting us out in one turn would be helpful.
John can taxi you 500 feet in that
Right,
direction.
You can't take 3 people though.
I can't take 3
Oh,
people.
And you can't take Ixon
You know
either.
what I could do? Do you know what I could do? I could polymorph Ixon if he's willing into a giant eagle significantly faster, and that would last for.
I'm gonna go for his hat.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk over to John.
Oh, you fuck off!
And I'm gonna reach for your hat.
He is going to actively slap you away. His mage hand is now like staying on top of the hat, like pressing down.
Look, you gotta keep your mage hand strong.
Desho walks up and just grabs Flooster by the scruff.
I mean, you can try. They have a good acrobatics.
I think
like it rivals Ixon.
I think if there's a check involved, I should have advantage off on it since she is explicitly extracted by the hat.
That's fair.
I need to invent fucking carabiner so I can keep my concertina bomb at just ease of threaten.
Okay, well, we should get going as fast as possible. So, Ixon, if you can, and Ixon's gonna go grab her like a mama cat by the back of the scruff.
Wait, do you want me to make Ixon into a giant eagle, which will more than double his speed for the first hour?
She's going to try and avoid the dragon's mouth.
JC.
Would that help? Is the
A giant eagle has a flying speed of 80 feet. So for the first hour, you'd be traveling at a speed of 80 feet instead of 30. That could knock like 2 to 3 hours off your entire trip.
I can turn Ixon invisible too. So invisibility says the creature as well as what it's holding turns invisible. Would that qualify for people on its back?
Not for living things.
Why is that elf flying?
So it wouldn't help them with avoiding threats. Okay.
Okay, so
Giant eagling Ixon then?
I'm gonna giant eagle and I'm gonna pacify trace and see how far we can get.
All right, let's go see
Minerva will
flaps in the
travel
air.
with them.
Minerva's not 80 feet around.
She's 100. Unless they're dashing to be 160.
They're going at a fast pace, so they're not fast enough.
Minerva can dash without exhaustion though, so she's got 100 feet per round.
Because Minerva OP.
Will-O-Wisp's speed is 50, right?
Yeah, it's 50, but she can dash and she doesn't get exhausted, so.
All right, let's see here. 1 second.
Baby kitty. You're not muted. Baby kitty. Do they purr?
All right, let's see here.
While all this is figured out, I have to go call my RA real quick.
Gotcha. It's a good time to do so.
Yeah, so while we're taking care of the borderline brain dead cat, assume the show is just recovering from his borderline killer headache.
Excellent. All right.
I mean, we've got 8 hours,
I'll be
so I
back.
can cast healing word 16 times, so you're good.
So we can get back up to full.
If you're going to use resources, you need to reuse resources.
They're warlock spells, so.
Yeah, stop
I'm gonna
that.
take a short rest
Okay.
and get back my 4th level spell slot for polymorph. Then I'll just roll the dice.
All right. Very good. And you are now traveling at the 13.5. Let's go and get this set up. All right.
I'm back up to full.
First hour, traveling as an eagle, you go 13.5 miles. Let's see here. Second hour, you are traveling now at 6. All right, second hour, you've reached Stag's Glen.
Hey, that's good.
All right, and reaching Stag's Glen. Quick question: do you have any diamonds on you?
Renee had them.
Renee
Yes.
would have given them the diamond dust, yeah.
All right. I will allow this, but do remember next time. Just because obviously you would do it, but do remember next time.
Yeah.
Because that would just...
Don't forget your dad's gun, Sage.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was a very important thing. And you are on a time limit, so these time things that you might forget are important. But I will allow, because it's... Of course you would freaking... Yeah, you're literally just signing them off to do that.
Okay.
But
if it wasn't like, this is the exact reason, you wouldn't have allowed it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. All right, so you arrive here. Once more, you meet up with those at Stag's Glen. Do you want to do anything there, or do you just want to get the quick blap heal and return?
Was Minerva able to keep up with them, Sage?
Yeah.
Minerva would go and ask if there's any druid, or whatever they're called, the waystones and the teleportation circles, whatever they're called.
Wait,
Are there any
Menhir
arcane ones
stones.
near us?
Arcane ones?
Or any druid ones near Sonata? The teleportation stones, the way
Menhir
shrines.
stones. They don't know about way shrines, but they do know about Menhir stones. Let's see here, DM view.
Asking about Menhir stones near, well, both the hold, like if Nemelfia's sitting in a pile of one, and near Sonata for getting back.
None near your current position. There is, of course, the Lost Arena Pass Menhir stone.
Is that the closest one?
That's the closest one to Stag's Glen. To you guys. As for the closest one to Sonata, that would be the Moon Mist Menhir stone, next to the village of Harrow. Both are now marked on your map.
So, Ada's gonna run in and go try to find Furblug dude.
Alright. Pretty sure I said he was going off to go into a task, so he might not be here.
Like a week.
I mean, you guys were literally here, like, yesterday, and he said, I'm gonna head out soon, so...
He said he'll head out in a week.
Let's see.
I know, because I was tempted to ask him to, like, come along, because he had a week break.
Alright, anything he would be outside of? 24th. What is your current schedule for the 24th? This would be about that time, so... No, he's here. He's eating breakfast.
Sage keeps better track of his NPCs than I do of my own life.
All right,
Okay,
you rush
so
up to him.
Dragon's still holding onto the floof outside, and Ada runs into the dining hall. I need you to fix our cat. Again.
All right, let's see here. I'll give a look over Ada, or Flooster, and check what's wrong. That is quite the issue. And he will cast Greater Restoration with the provided Diamond Dust. You are cured! Remove 100 GP worth of Diamond Dust.
We are just gonna burn through diamond dust so quickly.
How much diamond dust do we have left?
Let me find the item sheet. I already removed the last set. Loot sheet.
Should be pinned.
Yeah. Diamond. Where did it? Oh yeah, diamond dust. Wait, why do we have? So we had 400 left. Now we have 300. And during this time, Renea would have cast a healing word 4 times. Is to show the only one who's injured?
Showing Paul.
Paul decided to use short rest dice.
Yeah, I short rested so I can get back my 4th heal skills.
Gotcha. Also Flooster, but they're not near you, so. Alright, anything else you would like to do at Stag's Land, or are you heading on back with your recently cleared kitty?
You know what, if I can...
Also, Flooster, you are no longer irritable, you are no longer suffering from chills, as that did remove the withdrawal symptoms.
Wonderful! 2 for 1!
I would ask Floof if they could borrow about 50 gold from them.
I guarantee you it's a no from John.
I can make you delicious food for it.
That they will trade for. It must be the most
Don't you have like 5,000 gold?
Me? No. Wait, yeah, I do. In the I don't have it on my sheet. I forgot. Okay, so I need to open the sheet and change that.
So after 1 hour, Renee has cast Healing Word on to show twice. Got no spell slots back because Warlock.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna buy some food tokens, Sage.
Alright, you are buying some prep to make food?
Yes.
Alright.
Because I am out of rations, and I'm gonna go buy food.
What are you buying?
Wants to do.
Meat stuff to make stew. I don't know, Sage. I'm not a cook.
I'm just checking to see what kind of food you're buying type-wise, to see if it's...
Potatoes!
Yeah, things that can keep and that I can make well and I can season. I don't know, like good camping food.
Alright,
that
the highest tier you could buy would be tier 3.
Hey, okay, how many is the question?
They have enough provisions for tier 3s equal to 7.
Talking all this Varoom stuff.
Does anyone want to get banished for fun?
Okay, so that is 21
Absolutely
tiers worth of food.
Just saying.
What?
It gives me.
Okay,
It
so
gives me
I
practice.
No, they have 7 tier 3s.
7 tier 3s.
Yeah.
And it lets you experience something.
It's pretty dang useful.
Would you like a lower tier, or are you going to buy the higher tier?
I am definitely gonna be buying those 7 tier 3s for 1,050 gold.
Alright.
Open offer until they
Okay,
get back.
where is... I need to update my...
Would you just buy 7 meals for 1,000 gold?
Thanks.
These give great bonuses, so mine.
That's some really expensive food. Holy shit.
This food is gonna keep me alive, thank you.
One of them better be just a random can of beans that John dropped while he was there.
So, where is the thing that says how much gold we have?
It's pinned in the item lab. Should be the
I
second
get
top.
that, I can't find it on the sheet.
Oh, first page, very bottom.
I have no gold listed in my stuff then.
Party coordinates lists as the party has 40,000. I take it that people did not divvy that up yet.
Well, we did. We said we were going to do 5,000 each and put another 5,000 into party shares.
Well, whoever is in charge as party's quartermaster did not actually adjust things. Because it's still listed as 40,000. So, obviously, Jordan did their share because they are listed as 5,183. So I will remove that from there. And then I'll drop 4,000 from here. So, or 5,000 from here. So, let me just mark yours as 5,000 gold.
Okay. So, yeah. How many tier 1 tokens can I get?
Tier 1, you can get...
Because that's all I need for mid-rest cooking.
You can get 21.
Bruh.
What do you mean, bruh? You bruh on
That's
me
a
for?
lot. I am gonna go ahead and buy. Okay, so I am spending.
Bruh, God.
1, 2, 5.
Do you need more healing, Mason?
Okay, so I am spending a grand total of 1,550 gold on food because I'm going to buy 10 of those tier 1 tokens.
All right.
Because now I can do mid-rest cooking, which gives us all benefits for long times, which is great. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to grab the floof, unless the floof has anything they want to do.
No, I'm good.
Cool. And then we will rush back towards the place.
Excellent. All right, now determined to see how long it will take. All right. Third hour of travel gets you to here. Fourth hour of travel gets you to here. Checking encounter check now. You're traveling at fast pace, so this is an advantage.
What was that you said about not having expeditious retreat?
All right.
Cowardice.
There is no encounter as you continue traveling. 2 more hours pass, and you return to Valindran's Hold. Or, sorry, 1 and like 20 minutes. And now there's weird voices coming out from this ambience. Anyways, you have returned with a properly restored floofster. And a lot of food. Those food will keep for a week. So just mark that.
Can you stick them in the bag of preservation?
You could.
When she sees the massive amount of food you have, Renea will mention that.
Are you going to do so, JC?
They are in the bag of holding, so you wouldn't really just see them off the bat.
Oh.
That's true.
Because I own those in the sneak. And floof is a bag of holding, so...
That's fair. All right. In that case, mark on your sheet those food tokens will expire on the 31st.
Hey, I'll have
How many days was that?
7.
I got stuff that would keep. Like, I can't use that many tokens in like 7 days.
I'm talking about the tier 3s here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense for them to go that quickly.
Yeah, the other ones, I'm sure going to use the tier 1s before they run out of time, so we're not even bothered with those. Yeah, because they're basically like jerky and whatnot. They're going to keep for months.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to bring up the...
next room then?
I did a lot of traveling, and I am fairly hungry. I'm gonna make something to eat.
And Flooster, out of character, could use a short rest to get HP back.
Can't that be
I
done
was
on
gonna
the way
look
back?
over and see
Or-
food and
I'm
go
back.
over and sit next to them.
So, what happened while I was gone?
They got there, they got their stuff, and they got like a bunch of
1,500 gold worth of food.
You do not know that.
well,
In character, no.
just telling Mason what happened.
Yeah.
That Desho would have heard whatever everyone else heard.
They returned. They're wanting to make food real quick.
Renee would know about the food because Minerva was there.
Minerva was asking about menhir stones, which is in the library, not in their quarter, in the kitchen.
Hey guys, there's gonna be a new D&D book coming out in November.
Oh,
What kind of book?
The title has not been announced.
Oh,
I
Okay.
bet it.
but yes.
I don't know what the
Are
title will
you-
be, but I hope it's extra E2.
Are you stopping for an hour to short rest once more and make food?
Yes, I want food.
No fossil.
All right. How many tokens are you using? And what tier of token?
I'm gonna guess it's one each, isn't it?
One per PC, yes. Or per creature who receives benefit.
I should have got a lot more tier 1 tokens. So that's gonna be how many people do we?
You have
have?
7 players plus 1 dragon, 1 summoned steed, and a familiar. You can ignore the familiar because they cannot eat, and the summoned steed, it's a summoned steed.
Cool. Then I'm gonna use 8 tier 1 tokens, I guess.
All right, 8 tier 1 tokens.
Okay. So the benefits we get are the ones that you just posted.
We all get to choose one to share unless Sage wants to change that.
Where did you post these? Oh, and Dice
And
Roll, I
Dice
see.
Roll.
I think
Are
we should
you
go for the
using the
temporary-
mid-rest cooking, or are you doing the...
The mid rest.
Okay, so this is one that everyone shares indeed, so the group decides one buff and everyone gets it.
I personally think we should go for the temporary hit points because we'd all get 18 temporary hit points, which is pretty huge.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, but that's only 18 hit points.
That's 18.
That's
That's
hit points is a
18
lot.
hit points.
That is 2 levels worth of hit points.
Yeah.
That's a lot of health.
3 for Paul.
We could also just go with the DR and just ignore 4 points each hit, most likely.
Isn't that only one time though?
It's just DR until our next rest.
It's
Wait, no,
specific-
that one's not Sage. Sage got rid of that one for this. I forgot. Hold on, let me get rid of that.
Yeah. No DR.
Because that one's really strong and should be expertise at least, and I can't believe they do that in Verum.
But my vote is for the temporary hit points.
I am
I agree.
all for 18 free hit points.
Cool. Well, everyone can have 18 free hit points, and I'm gonna go ahead and have a tier 3 token of my own to just snack on. Because screw you guys, and I get 3 more abilities.
Oh, I should hit die back up.
Mm,
Renee,
I'm gonna
healed you
say
for any-
that
Oh,
will not
okay.
stack, JC. You cannot eat a lower tier and then a higher tier and get 4 total. So
Okay, then I'm gonna get one more tier 1 back, and I'm gonna eat myself a tier 3.
yep, that is correct.
Cool, that works for me.
And
That's on Ada would do anyway.
Hmm.
I get the fancy food.
All right.
So
18 temporary.
Indeed. Everyone gains 18 temp. And which 3 are you choosing, JC?
Okay, so I'm probably gonna choose. That is not how you spell that. I'm writing them down so I don't forget them.
Gotcha.
So, do you want me guys to cast protection from poison on you?
Yes, please.
They have to be
Okay.
like close when we go in, because the spell doesn't last forever.
It lasts for an hour.
And you need a short rest if you want those spell slots back. So if you're casting it,
Catnap. Are you willing to cast Catnap on me, Ada? Or not Ada. I just forgot your name.
No.
Kenna.
Yeah.
Although, does anyone else, would they benefit from a short rest like that? Not right now, no.
My spells are a little less utility based.
Okay. Those are my 3 chosen.
all right. So Kenna is specifically sacrificing one of their spells for this fight to give you 3 castings because you do have that +1, correct? Of protection from poison. Is this correct?
It would be 4 castings, because I'm going to spend my 2 spell slots and then spend them again and go in without them.
So you're going in completely dead on spells.
On Warlock spell slots.
Okay.
Or maybe I shouldn't. And I mean, I'm the only one benefiting from Catnap in this situation.
He has 8 hit dice, so he gets 16 temp HP.
Do you think we'll run into poison in there?
If we're
Honestly,
gonna
this could
run
be a
into
tough fight.
poison anywhere, it would be there.
Save your spell slot, Kenna. And I'll just cast it on 2 people.
Okay.
So, Ada, do you want protection from poison on you or Ixen?
I'd like to use a short rest.
Put it on Ixin. He's gonna have things in his mouth, so he might get poisoned from that.
Alright. Renea will use her Warlock spell slots to cast protection from poison on Desho and Ixen. You are now resistant to poison for an hour, and you have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
All right. And who's the other target?
Ixen.
Who's the first target then?
Desho.
Desho. Okay. Pretty good.
If you want to catnap just one person, you can, Kenna. I won't take that away from you, but
So, food has been eaten. 2 active spell slots have been removed from Naya, so you're going in somewhat down. Is this good for your intro?
To show in front.
Let's get a yeehaw, fellas.
Can I get a couple yeehaws in the chat, please?
At Twitch, let's get some yeehaws. If we do it in Dice Roller, Twitch can see.
All these yeehaws.
well, what 3rd level options do you have, Kenna?
Yeah, 3rd level of Leoman, spell, and Catnap. That's why I'm like,
I hate you.
depends on if she's a spellcaster or not.
The 3 sides of John.
I mean, if you want, you can give me 2 Warlock spell slots back, or you can keep it. It's up to you.
So you either go in or you another hit.
Is there something wrong with a yeet-haw?
All right.
Yeah, I feel like we're not. It'll be more worthwhile to keep that counter spell in case we need it. That way, Paul doesn't have to use up a bunch.
Yep, Renee will be walking in down her Warlock slots.
All right. What's the marching order? Starting from here. Who's up front?
Show first.
Show first.
Show.
All right. Who's behind the show or next to show?
How tall is the ceiling here?
You don't worry about it. You guys are going to be entering into another chamber pretty much instantly, so don't worry about that.
I will be a few steps behind.
Right. Yeah, those who have access to their tokens, feel free. It's mostly just for those who do not have access to tokens. Who
Renee
I'm
would
asking.
be in the middle.
All right.
Kenna will be at the back.
All right. What about you, group?
Oh, how big is this room gonna be? I'm just trying to think if maybe I
Ada's
want to
gonna be
take
near the
off the
front.
silencer. Am I gonna be farther than?
Stick. You guys.
Oh shit.
Do you want to be here? You want to be
Yeah.
closer?
All right. So that will actually not work for marching order because it's a 3-wide stairwell. So I'm going to do this. There we go.
May I ask, real
Yeah.
quick, because I've always been curious. So, when something is, say, 200 to 800 within its range, what does that mean exactly?
It means you can shoot
Disadvantage
within,
after 200 feet.
yeah,
Yes.
and then no
It-
chance after 800.
One person, I didn't get the start of that.
So if it says 200/800, that means you can make attacks normally within 200 feet. Beyond that, up to 800 feet, it is made at disadvantage. Anything past 800 feet doesn't work.
Okay, I have been using the silencer completely wrong, because I should have had disadvantage in the entirety of that last fight.
Oof.
My bad. We're screwing that off.
All right. Unscrewing the silencer. Were you wanting to cast Augury again, Renea?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me, because I would have remembered that in character, but definitely forgot out of character. We'll take 11 minutes from the 60 minutes of protection from poison, cast Augury. If I strike the pods with radiant light, radiant damage, mechanically, to try and destroy them, would that purify Nemelphia, or is that going to end up hurting or killing her? So hurting or killing her would be, whoa. Is that a good way to phrase it? That's what I'm asking.
That's a very weird way to phrase it for specifically Augury. That'd be better for a commune response, but I get you.
Hi, how's it going?
Renee is wiser than I am. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. As one, I believe you have more questions for Augury than just one, so.
If I strike Nemelphia's pod with radiant damage, or attack them with radiant light, if I attack her pods with radiant light, will that purify her?
Oh, okay. Augury is just one question. Okay, yeah, cool. The response to if I strike the pods with radiant light to try and destroy them, will that purify Nemelphia or will that hurt or kill her? With obviously purification being the good result in this case, or the more appropriate phrasing that you used just now before I had this all typed up. The response to that is wheel.
Oh.
What does wheel even mean?
Good results.
Okay, well, wonderful.
So, based upon what I'm seeing here in these dice, if we attack and destroy her pods with radiant light, then that should fix her, or at least put her on the path towards being fixed.
I didn't know that you played dice.
It's well, not exactly how I would have chosen to cast Augury to get in contact with Lady Hestia, but it was the only option the priest had.
Quick question. When did you use the Augury about the contact other plane?
Before the long rest that we thought was a short rest.
Okay, cool.
Past.
So I don't have to retcon anything, because there's a 25% chance of shoops if you did use it twice.
Yep.
Well, down the depths, I suppose.
Indeed.
Minerva will be behind Kenna.
Alright, go find her.
Since I might need her to cast range, or cast touch spells at range for me. Will Minerva giving the help action break her invisibility?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, party has gathered as you descend down below.
I guess I'll roll stealth for Minerva.
I
the party
already
stealthing?
know.
Yeah, I think we should be stealthy.
We should probably go in quiet, then jump out.
Okay, we're choosing quiet, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast another passive out trace. Everyone getting +10 to their stealth.
Yeah.
14.
Oh boy.
That's a 30 stealth for Minerva.
34.
You have a for this one.
27.
I need enchanted spurs that give me intimidation expertise.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
John does not have spurs.
All right. So, stealth for the show. What is your stealth?
27.
All right. Stealth for Floofster. You're muted if you're talking. There we go.
Yeah, my stealth 25.
What's your stealth?
Oh my.
It's 25.
25. Okay.
Oh my.
All right. Ada, what is your stealth? You are robotic. I didn't catch that.
Ada has a stealth of 30.
All right. And Ixon?
Has a stealth of 21.
All right. Paul?
14.
Even with the +10?
Yes.
Oh
I
no.
rolled a natural 2.
All right. Renea?
Renea's is 27.
All right. John?
34.
Kenna?
36.
Nameless Horse?
23.
And Minerva?
30.
All right. Now going through these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. Your average stealth is 26.7. You feel pretty stealthy as you descend down the stairwell. As you reach the bottom of it, you're curving down as it initiated as just a straight line. It then began to curve and curve, going down and down and down. For what seems like ages, you are traveling. Several minutes have passed as at last you reach the bottom. As it opens up into a large cavern filled with plants, flowers, jungle trees, vines, mushrooms everywhere. The area itself is dark. Those who have no dark vision or light source cannot see. You see there are boulders up ahead, that there are, in fact, massive trees that don't even touch the ceiling up ahead, which is 300 feet above.
I'm one level short of getting dark vision.
On the way down, Renee will ask to show. So, what would this place have been back when this was a Gith ruin instead of a Dryad's Grove?
Hey, DM.
Hey, God, me again.
Hey, God, it's me, Margaret.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
28.
28.
Hell yeah.
Traditionally, Fey domains such as groves and the like are pre-Gith, in fact.
Well, this would have been a cave, filled with plants, like it currently is, and they would have built the Lendron's Hold over it. Why they thought it was a good idea to do so, I could not tell you. However, this was pre-existing.
Valingerin had a weird want to place their hold on top of a dryad.
So since I can't see, I guess I'm going to.
You're kind of cutting out there a bit.
Oh, sorry. So since I can't see, I guess I'm going to hold on to Ixen then.
All right.
Oh, speaking of Ixen, I had a quick question. Does he have fire immunity?
JC.
Not until we're like level 16.
Although he was born in a forge, so
Flavor over mechanics.
okay. Or we could DM-fi it.
No. It's the mechanics of the class.
You could flavor it as the egg being immune to fire.
Yeah.
The eggshell instead of the dragon itself.
Okay, good to know. Keep fireballs clear.
All right. Map is
Well,
active.
it doesn't look like the whole
Can
burn the
you zoom out the
trees is
map,
gonna
Sage?
work.
Nope.
I just see the southern. Oh, right, dark vision ranges.
Yep.
Huh. Well,
I'm surprised you don't have it set to nighttime then.
I need to look at what is
I mean, I could. I don't really want people to lag, though, so.
What's
Yeah, that's
150? Okay, I can see about to there.
The range of Festival Trace is 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
God bless Devil Sight. How was I playing this game without it?
I don't know. I can't plan a character without dark vision without feeling bad.
I mean, it was fine for a while, but then we got into too many stealth situations, and I'm like, why, God?
Renee is going to fly 15 feet above Ixen. Behind the back end of Ixen.
Right, you're not able to do that just because of the ceiling of the stairwell itself. You are able to fly 5 feet up off this, though.
I'll move to the 15-foot spot once we move into the chamber, since I can't move my token.
And your wings don't actually like, give off light, just flavor.
Correct.
Oh boy.
Just make sure we didn't have to watch out for that.
John will keep the gun in the holster so the lights are hidden.
Very good.
Well, I vote we make our way towards the biggest tree.
Well, the only tree that you can see currently would be this tree and this batch of trees here, and this tree here.
Let me.
You can also see a massive mushroom that's growing from this tree, and it's about the size of a tree itself.
John will step up to the front and let me remeasure. Biggest tree 150 feet from me. Stop centering me. Another big
Biggest tree
mushroom
150 feet away from you would be this one here.
Let's head like north here, and he'll just point this direction. I don't know if I have that direction.
All right. Would you like me to move the group?
Yeah, I think group movement is best.
All right. Moving through the area, you step down upon the floor, and as soon as you do, it squelches and oozes with a black ichor. The corruption of this grove is great. It smells horrid down here, like death. Like the decaying plants and animals.
God, I hate plants.
There's more big mushrooms north of us.
Everyone roll me perception check.
Oh boy.
I have advantage.
Or should I roll anyway to see if I can hear something?
This is hearing.
Okay.
Oh.
Believe I am proficient.
I mean, it's hearing, and it also could be sight. But a hearing works too for what you need to do.
Well, it doesn't matter either way.
19.
All right, let's see here.
The one who can see the farthest can see the least.
Was that 21 your perception, Renea?
Yeah.
Okay. For ease of viewing, if you guys would mark what they are.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Just so when I need to look at these, I don't have to figure out where does the stealth checks end and where the perception checks begin. So let's see here. 21. All right. Got you. Moving on down. Man, highest is 21. Okay. 19.
I have a 28, and Ixen has a 21.
Where'd you roll?
Map. tools.
But that's illegal.
It's so much easier though.
I know.
Dare you
I
not
mean, if
play with
everyone can
them.
use map tools, I'd love for us to use map tools over everything else. You can use it.
So
It's
much
just
faster.
you need to let me know.
Okay.
I can certainly learn.
Yeah. Map tools lets you roll with macros. You can just automatically add everything to it. So, and just click up a button. Yeah.
That's good with Roll20 too.
All right. Let's see here. In that case, Ada, you would notice something of import, but I'm going to go from worst to highest in this case. So, everyone who rolled a 15 or lower, shit's dark. A lot of jungle, a lot of plants. It's hard to see anything in here. You're just kind of disgusted by the oozing sludge that you're walking upon. You're not really paying too much attention about the surrounding areas. Those who rolled a 16 to 20 would hear the vast echo from the voices that were being made by your companions, specifically John, who said, "Let's travel northward," and you would hear, "North, north, north," just kind of echoing off the walls. This chamber is vast. You can get that sense just from gauging the echoes. Um, from those who rolled a 21 to a 25, you would recognize that to the west, the chamber actually continues onward into what appears to be something different, deeper into this massive underground complex. In fact, there's a great drop off. For purposes of stream, you don't actually see this, but you can tell just from how the area sounds. The cavern opens up in that direction. Uh, you don't see that. Don't worry about it. However, those who rolled even higher, 26 to 30, would notice two things of note. First off, you would hear the whipping of something large and hissing through the air. Effectively, you're hearing the tentacles over here. You would also notice something else. Something on the ground is moving. Vines are moving towards your group.
Oh.
Ever so slowly, only about 10 feet around. But they are making their way towards you.
Ada is going to stop, right, buddy? Try to
What was that?
All right. As you notice this, you have a quick reaction as there's a vine that's directly below you that's beginning to move closer.
They know we're here, and Ada's gonna turn on fire.
All right, as you turn on fire, the vine will shirk back. It'll not try to wrap around you as you are a beacon of heat. You are now giving off a light source. Let me just give you a light source. Here we go.
I think I have like base 30, then an extra 30.
I've turned on vision. If you hover over your tokens, you should be able to see properly for those who are on map tools. Otherwise, stupid boops. All set.
How bright is your light, Ada?
30 bright, then 30 dim.
Yep, it's set up.
Oh, wunderbar.
Yep. All right. And you have 120-foot dark vision, John?
Yes, I do.
All right, let me go update that because it's Devil's Sight, right?
Yes.
There you go. You can your vision has been updated so you can see further than before. So if you hover your token, you can see the sight line. And what about Kenna?
Oh,
what's your dark vision
wonderful.
range?
It's still just regular 60.
Regular 60. All right, updated.
I was using the fucking ruler to figure that out. This is.
I just turned vision on because I realized this map doesn't actually have a lot of light sources on it, so it should be fairly lag free.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Well.
Which reminds me, I actually can do this. Let me see how bad the lag is going to be. 1 second.
What?
Did you just
turned on Fog of War? Yes.
Oh, cool.
All right,
Sage.
How bad is the lag? Let me know.
I'm vibing.
Okay. I'm currently handling it.
All right. As you guys move, it should automatically reveal Fog of War.
Well, John's gonna stick next to the
Can I
now.
get permission for Naya?
Yeah, I'll give you permission for now. It'll be better for me because I know where traps are. So,
yeah.
And by traps I mean hazards because there's not actually traps down here. They're just a lot of vines and other things.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick within 5 feet of the Dragon Rider.
Excellent.
we should.
Renea will cast Produce Flame, which is another light source. It's very small.
What's
though.
the range of it?
10 bright and 10 dim, and she's got a little orb of fire in her hand for 10 minutes. No
So-
concentration.
All right.
We are now in rounds because my light only lasts a minute.
Well,
the show is going to just keep ready a firebolt, and if he sees anything moving on the ground, he will throw the firebolt at said thing.
Well, since A did not actually point out the vine that was snaking towards you guys, you don't notice it.
Let's
Yeah, you guys are active though.
I see everyone else taking out fire though.
let's
What did you
keep
say,
heading north.
Ada?
Ada will start pointing out the various vines she saw moving. The vines, they are trying to move their way towards us. Watch out.
This one's retreating. And then gets slapped
It
by a
seems
firebolt, correct? Because you
They
ready?
do not like fire.
Gets slapped by a firebolt.
All right, as you slap it with fire, the vine shrivels up.
Well, there goes the diplomacy option.
All right. What
Keys are never
diplomacy?
an option.
We're
They're
still
planned.
We have a glamour bard.
Right,
We
2
should've tried
rounds have
diplomacy.
passed.
we are still technically dealing with a demon.
Ada's gonna start going north.
Yeah,
You have control of your token. You're free to move.
Okay, I'm just
I
gonna
do
party move us. That cool?
You can party move us, yeah.
Oh wait,
It's
we
not letting me.
Oh, 1 second.
Can I?
Top left is the AI symbol green.
No.
I'll just move
No.
you guys where you want to go.
North.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Just north.
Rushing forward to here.
What do my wizard eyes see?
Your extended
More.
sight sees more of the mushrooms in this massive brown mushroom oozing with this thick black ichor as it's just pouring out from the mushroom itself onto the ground and forming what appears to be like a small lake around it.
There's a real big mushroom coming up. Let's kind of skirt around the
3
east.
rounds have passed.
He'll point in this direction. Just kind of skirt around the mushroom.
All right. 4 rounds have passed. As you get to this point, you see what appears to be a massive brown tendril. And then an eye shifts and looks in your direction. As the tendril begins whapping around like a dog that is excited and has just been told that they were a good boy.
Well,
You see at the edge of this tentacle, there's a thick, circular pod-like thing oozing with black ichor.
Firebolt.
there.
You cannot see this, only John,
Oh.
because they have 120-foot dark vision.
There's looks to be a
Everyone, give me a Constitution saving throw. As the
Tree with
stench
an
begins
eye.
to get to you.
11.
con save.
19.
3. Oh, you baited me. I thought I got the 19.
All right, 1 second. Let me go DM view real quick and look at stuff. Oh, she's not on the map. Let me go put her on the map.
John's about to vomit all of his goddamn alcohol. He needs that.
Ada's is not going well.
This might be like one of the first con saves that just completely failed.
All right, what's your DC? It is that. All right. Those who fail a DC 18 are poisoned.
Cool.
You do have advantage for those who are shoot, so you too.
Macro state bar. I knew I saw something on here that was
nothing.
Yep. Right click condition or right click state conditions poisoned.
state. That's what it is. It was state.
And this is normal poison, so Minerva's immune.
Yeah, it's just poison from nauseation. She doesn't have a nose, so she's freaking fine.
Or stomach.
Or that.
Yeah, let's.
Well, I somehow.
There's a big tree-looking tentacle with an eye with like a ball on the end of it. It's whipping around like mad. It knows we're here.
I miss precipitation.
5 rounds have passed.
You can use it to make your snoot smell better.
Let's keep
It lasts
heading.
for an hour.
John will try to move the party forward.
All right.
As we move, Renea's going to cast her Racial Daylight on her shield, and that is 60 bright and 60 dim.
All right, and move you guys back because you're using an action instead of just moving.
Well, Renea could drift behind.
Your speed is 60 feet, right? Or 30 feet?
Yeah.
All right, so if you want to just drift behind, move you back there. Oh wait, you're flying, so you're not, your speed's not reduced. Everyone else is dealing with difficult terrain.
So it all works out.
Yeah.
I need my fog of war. I need you to update.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, you see
Oh,
I look up at Renee and say, "Can you give me a piggyback ride?"
a grand altar in the shape of a crescent moon, at its base a full moon, and above that the leaves of a tree.
well, I think we found our tree.
Oh god.
Let's see if we can kind
6
of
rounds have passed.
avoid. Let's see if
Do
we can
you
avoid the
think that
tentacle
thing is one of the pods? The eyeball?
thing on top. I mean, it's maybe.
Yeah, torch it with something and find out. Only good things come.
7
Either
rounds
one
have
I
passed.
or a purified pod.
Where's the daylight aura, Sage?
Daylight aura? You casting daylight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Renee
Renee
cast
cast
daylight.
daylight.
Oh,
Where's
Renee
it?
cast. Okay, I didn't hear that. Let's see here. Boop. And
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for that to
there you go.
judge it. Yeah, I'm gonna go martial check that thing.
This.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I have advantage
Nature would
because
also
I
work.
had the thing.
Renee is gonna martial check it too.
Do I have
Oh, sure. I'll
Same
martial check. That's better than nature.
Nat
Why not?
1.
You
So
have
happy.
no
Here,
idea what
I'm-
that thing is.
The
I'm
show
blind.
is not
Or actually,
able to
can I
bring
make a
himself to
martial
look
check?
at it long
If you
enough
can
to
see it,
martial
yeah,
check it
and you can
effectively.
because of the daylight spell that's been cast.
15.
Hello?
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 I think I have the highest martial of a 22.
Yes.
All right, with the 22, you would succeed, in fact. That right there is a corrupted root of a dryad's tree. You know that this thing is... Specifically, what would you like to know about it? Because you only can learn one thing.
Its reach.
Its reach. Scrolling on down, 1 second.
I want to make sure we can skirt by it without it being smacked.
All right, I will draw a danger zone.
Highway to
In the zone, danger zone.
danger zone.
So
Highway to the danger zone.
That is its danger zone.
Okay.
8 rounds have passed.
Well,
Let's
would
go check out that altar.
well, would one of the holier types like to start off on our cleansing?
We should probably do that to the altar, right? That seems like the source of this.
When the source is the pods.
Is that a pod though? It doesn't look like a pod. It looks like a root or.
Ada's gonna go move towards the altar.
Did
What's your speed moving towards it?
Ada share the information about it being a tree root?
Well, it looks like a root. Look at the picture.
Well, yes, but you also have to factor in-game meta knowledge.
It looks like a root.
They did not say anything about them sharing what they learned, so no.
They point out the danger zone, but that's really about it. Like, don't go any closer, and
There's
she'll
no-
start moving.
Tendril
Towards here.
What's your
thick
movement?
for a vine.
How far are you moving?
John will
Uh,
stick with
30
them.
feet.
Actually, their fire's off, isn't it?
No, they have one more
Almost.
round.
Oh, okay. Well, John will stick with the fire.
I'll follow with them.
There was
Renee will
nothing
move
about.
with them.
There was
The show's
nothing
moving.
mentioned about.
I gotta stay near the light so I can see.
There was nothing about
Yeah, we'll
cleansing
follow. Already moving along.
no altar.
All right, as you get to here, you see the great boughs of the tree covered in what looks like a thick black webbing, as if the corruption itself, the ichor, is some form of spider web. And as
Can
you
I
reach this
make
point, yes,
Can I make a check to see if this is related to both?
to what? Oh, to Lolth. Give me a religion check.
Can do.
Isn't Loth a demon?
They are a demon, yes.
14. I just know that P's like spiders are part of her whole thing.
You have no idea. All right, and as you get to this point, the flyer on Ada begins to flicker somewhat. You have one more round.
Can I martial check the root again?
No.
Okay.
You've only received one because it's not actually in combat right now. It's just a passive. When you're in combat, you can do it every round because it would be actively changing tactics and it's basically just sitting there being a root, flash playing around like a happy dog tail.
I guess we're moving forward. I think you're muted there, JC, if you're talking.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Another move group forward. As you reach this point here, your vision reveals, and you can see the base of the tree now, set up right about there. As you get to this point, those with extreme vision, which means pretty much just John.
Well, it's everyone, because Renee has got 120 feet of light coming out.
Who did not have?
Well, I get 30 more.
Yeah. All right. The group would see something shift within the tree as everyone, 1 second, must roll me initiative. As an Amalthea shifts out from the tree's base.
Oh, look at that. We couldn't have snuck up on her anyway because dryads hide inside the trees. Surprise! Not really.
Always tree.
Are there any pod-looking things on the tree?
On the tree, no.
Can I spell right? Oh, I struggled tonight. Yeah.
All right.
That's
what
I
is your
needed.
initiative, Renea?
It is 4.
All right. What is Paul's initiative?
7.
What is Floofster's initiative?
They're rolling it right now.
Okay. What is John's initiative?
19.
And you said 8 for Floofster. All right. What is Kenna's initiative?
Me and yeah, it's 11.
All right. Very good. Rolling up my own initiative. Nope, not DMVO. There we go.
You still need to add Minerva.
Yep.
She's got 9.
Where did I put Minerva? Oh, she was way back at the entrance. There we go. Whoop. All right, and she's got 9. Enter initiative.
And you don't have it marked on Renee's token, but I did say she'd be 15 feet above the ground as soon as she could.
Yeah, no.
And then I guess Minerva would be at the same height.
All right, there we go. Has been marked. Everyone has rolled initiative. We will begin sorting. Beginning the boss encounter with Nemelphia, we have Ada. You are very quiet.
I am delayed until after Ixen.
All right. Lowering your initiative to here till after, so 14.00. All right.
Oh, jeez.
John.
Using the booming voice spell rules, to my understanding, which is none at all. I was told that I can be louder and have it be more effective.
That is true.
Wonderful. He is going to do that as he casts Banishment.
1 second.
Is she within range?
That's what I'm checking.
Yes. Yes, that is a solid point.
She is definitely out of range right now.
Yes, that is my bad. I got ahead of myself. I'm excited. Alright, okay. So if they're 80, I just need to move up 20. John will move
We're on
up
difficult terrain, aren't we?
Okay.
You're in difficult terrain.
Okay, yep, so then I can move 15. Please be within 60 feet exactly.
Right.
John is going to try to banish. I need a charisma saving throw.
All right. What's your DC?
Wait, can I see this?
You can see them casting, yeah.
Or wait, can I see?
You cut out at the end there.
Can I see Nemelphia?
Yeah.
I will
She's in
port into
dim light.
7. I'll port into 7 for charisma saving throw.
What's the range of your portent?
I don't believe there is a range. I just believe I have to see it, but I will double check.
I forgot about portent.
Let me read up on the ability. So, you can replace any attack roll,
as long as you
saving
can see
throw,
'em.
or ability check. Yeah.
All right, giving her a 7 then.
Yep, that
What's
hard
your...
fails.
No, that's her roll.
Oh,
Yeah, it's her roll.
oh yeah, sorry.
Before modifiers.
What's your
The
DC?
spell DC is 17.
All right. Going to look through something real quick.
She's got plus 10.
No.
Plus 10 charisma.
She's currently failing, but I need to check to see if she has anything else she can boost that up by.
It's like a villain point.
She does have villain points, yeah.
Shut your damn mouth.
I'm just saying if I can use anything that's free instead of having to waste things I don't want to waste before I use anything, so. Where are these?
I have such fun flavor from them.
It'd be a lot easier to read these if I were on my document rather than on her token. I'm going to go bring up the document. 5e, Siric Bestiary, here we go. Alright, Control F. Let me go find her. Alright, here we go. Blight Queen. What is your stuff?
Blight Queen?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Cool.
Oh, I need to check something real quick. She did roll initiative. Cool. I did not roll a 1. That was important. Alright, in that case... Don't really want to use my legendary, so... Yeah, I'm going to use a villain point. I'm going to mark off that villain usage. There we go.
Rolls a 1 like a boss.
Yeah, like stay out. Stay gone. Yes.
I succeed. With
Damn
exactly
it,
17.
No! God damn it! I had such good flavor.
I have plus 8 charisma saves, and you gave me a 7, so 15 plus 2.
Was that after? Did you boost your DC though by using exaggerated actions and a loud voice?
So
Take
does
a
that
duration.
boost the DC?
You can boost the DC, the duration, or the range. And if you do both exaggerated actions and loud voices, you get to pick 2.
Oh, I get to pick 2?
Yeah, you get the Mick pick 2.
Oh, I thought it was that.
I do apologize. I should have read. I don't know where these are.
So, on the World Anvil, you go to Spells and then Subtle Spellcasting.
Wonderful. I do apologize. Well, if I'm allowed to cast 2, because my entire flavor was going to be yelling and spawning a burning lasso that he would have been, like, whipping. To enhance it. Get some real vibe in there. So, okay, so if I can enhance the DC and the time limit, or the duration, words, I would absolutely do both.
Alright, so using both exaggerated and loud movements, I need you to make me a, One second, I'm reading this fully. Just make sure I'm giving this correct because people haven't really used too many of these proper.
Where that's in calculations. Yeah.
All right. It's not currently a rule, but I realize there's literally no downside other than certain locations, so very niche things. So I will be updating these.
Okay.
But yeah, you are free to do this without any issue. I'm gonna just add a DC 10 concentration in the future though for the exaggerated.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, the gods have smiled upon me then, so then I guess you fail, because even...
No, I'm going to use legendary since I failed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna mark
well,
off my
hey.
legendary resistance.
I'm helping to burn things, at least.
You did burn a villain and a legendary resistance.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
John just can't hit him with the damn lasso.
There we go. You see, as you begin to lasso around Melfia, it begins to take hold, but a vine streaks out from the tree and cuts into it, breaking it in a shower of black ichor. It begins to ooze around the floor and sizzle.
Well, he's gonna... bonus action. Tumbleweed. What did you ever expect me to do? And...
She's immune to fear, by the way.
I'm still
Feel
gonna
free to
roll
feel free to roll.
I'm still gonna roll for pride's sake.
That's fair.
I will somehow intimidate your thing that is immune to intimidation. Yeah, with a 19 plus 9, man, look at that.
Yeah, as the tumbleweed flies through the area. Bow, wow, wow. You look pretty intimidating as your companions are like, whoa, man, maybe we shouldn't fuck with John. But, she is unfazed. You're in her domain here. She is plants. Sending a tumbleweed is just an extra gift to her.
I'm sending you straight to a box.
Alright, very good. Anything else?
I used all my movement, used physically everything I could. Next.
Alright, we go to Nemelphia. Go look at what she can do, because she's got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, one thing I need to add. I didn't add this. This would actually go before anyone else actually goes, so even before you, but I'll have it happen now, and then for later, she has layer actions. Yeah.
Oh, the root's gonna move.
Yeah, so, there we go. We just mark this size tiny and just put it on the tree for purposes of tracking. Alright.
Smaller versions of her.
Yep, just so I have a layer. Alright, there we go. Add it to initiative, setting toggle as state. Set initiative 20. Here we go. There we go. So, we'll have it go now just because I forgot about her layer actions. Let's see here. I can use those options.
Let me guess, her lair actions are actually decent, unlike most things' lair actions, which are very situational.
You could use that one. I mean, look at the field of play to see if you guys are in range of anything. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna make sure if I have a token for these guys, because they're don't start out as tokens, so. Alright, back to you guys' map. As a lair action, you will see some weird pods begin to shoot forth from the root tendril here, as it shoots from these holes. I do have to roll to see how many I get, but oh, it doesn't roll for me, that's annoying. I'll have to update the macro. But, alright, 4 seedlings spawn. And they are going to spawn. I'm just going to copy her mini token real quick for this. Let's see here. We'll spawn you. Here. Let's see here. Halo Red for ease of viewing, and then renaming you to Seedling. Alright, copy. Just so I have access to you later. 1, 2.
Shit.
Oh, they're not. They're not snapped to grid. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the layer action. There we go. Now we go back to Nemelphia. As you see, small little paws begin to sprout from the ground. Alright, now for my actual stuff. End of enemy's turn, end of enemy's turn, end of enemy's turn. Start. I can use that whenever on my turn. Triggered. Legendary. Start of my turn. Do I want to use this?
A legendary resistance for no reason.
Alright. So, she will begin to raise up her hands and twirl them in a exaggerated motion. And then we'll extend them out as a thick cloud of this foul webbing shoots forward. Let me go look at see the range to see if I need to move forward first. I'm pretty sure I don't, but I want to make sure.
I feel like a lot of strength checks are about to happen.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Alright, yeah, you guys are definitely in range.
Just no, you just get hit.
Alright, let's just organize the positioning of this real quick. Yeah, you guys are all happily where I want you, so. Alright, everyone in that area, which is everyone, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw against poison. One quick thing, real quick. I think those who are immune to poison might be immune to this, so let me go make sure. Or resistant, or advances, or something like that.
Hen.
Is there such thing as being double poisoned?
Alright, so, the area begins to fill with a thick fog that obscures vision. You are all effectively blind while within this fog. In addition to that, yeah, you can apply your resistance and advantage as normal, but yeah.
You needed to do 2.
What's the radius on that, Sage?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Does that hit me being 15 foot up and off to the side?
Yes.
Mason, I don't know if that actually gave you advantage. You would have needed to do 2d20.
Did it not?
The only,
You need to, yeah,
You did.
slash R then 2d20 KH1.
Oh, that makes sense.
So just roll another one since you already rolled 1.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Well, hey, that'll do.
Was a 20.
All right. Those who failed, quick thing first. Does anyone want to use hero points before I reveal results? Or destiny points, not hero points.
I'm sitting at a 10, and I don't think a destiny is going to help me very much.
I'm sitting at a 5. I'm about to find out if there's such thing as double poisoned.
Renee is going to use one, sitting at 17. I have a feeling, a horrible feeling, the DC is 18.
Yeah, using one. One destiny. All right. All right, all right. So, since there are no other claims for it, those who fail a DC 18 Constitution saving throw are going to be suffering from the effects of this spell. You suffer full damage on success or on fail, half damage on success, and I'm pretty sure that's all this does. Yes. Yeah, so just poison damage. I'll be rolling that up in just a second. Alright, 18 poison damage.
That's exactly how much temp HP we had.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yep. for those who failed, and then 9 for those who succeeded. And then those who succeeded and have protection against poison, you would suffer 4, and if you just fail but you have protection for poison, you have 9 damage.
It's just 18 damage.
Alright, that is her action. She is then going to move forward a bit, but first I need to look at her bonus action choices. Alright, yeah, so we're going to want to get this set up. So, alright.
She doesn't have any.
No, she does have bonus actions. Alright, she's going to move forward. She begins to slurp around the ground as her body, it seems to be like a slug-like form covered in the black tar. Yeah, she gets to there. I don't think she's in range of anyone, but she... Oh, no, she's definitely in range of John. You try to banish her. She doesn't like that.
Well,
Alright, she will use a baleful gaze upon you as she glowers down upon this mortal who attempted to banish her. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Does this require line of sight?
That's my line.
She has line of sight.
But we're inside a opaque cloud.
Yeah.
Just because we can't see her doesn't mean she can't see
Opaque
us.
cloud.
Oh, that's even worse. I thought it was just a single target. Let me... Yeah, 1 second.
Con again?
Con again, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and yeah, only John because they're at the edge of the cloud. Even though it'd be more than one target.
17.
Yeah, the
I'm
cloud.
keeping
Yeah, the cloud will protect you, but not those at the edge.
Interesting. I'm keeping the 17.
All right, just keeping the 17. Very good, very good. 17 is enough, actually.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, you do not fail. You look at... Well, you actually don't even see her, but you feel someone gazing down upon you balefully, and tickles a little. That is her full turn, though. Ixen.
That's my job.
Alright, you have already suffered it for this round, so you do not have to roll again. But you are blind, so you do not know where anything is.
Does this thing have blind sight?
Ixen starts flying out. I don't suppose like the big old wind gust he do from his flapping is going to help this thing,
No,
is it?
you have to cause enough wind to actually do anything, and his flapping's not going to provide enough.
Cool. Well,
Unless you
Ixen's going to come over
literally
here
gave
then.
him a wind gust ability.
There is an option for that, but he doesn't have it.
Alright.
So that is Ixen's move and action.
Alright,
to get to there.
anything else for Ixen?
That's Ixen's turn.
Alright, I'm going to look at my legendaries then.
So if she teleports Sage, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use the Corrupting Vine. I just want to make sure there's not a better one since you're closer to me now. You're not within range for that one, although that would be the best for her current tactics. Alright. So, she will activate the legendary action Spore Pod upon Ixen, who has flown close.
That's rude.
Ixen must make me a Constitution saving throw. This is not poison based, it's just Constitution save. Alright. She rises up a tendril of one of her mighty tentacles upon her back and will slam forward, trying to spear Ixen in the heart. But Ixen is able to slam it down with their paws. It crashes into the altar, deflecting the attack. They are not subject to the negatives that would have applied. And that's my legendary.
Oh, damn.
So a whole bunch of nothing?
Whole bunch of nothing.
Good. Cool. Ada's going to be here on Ixen, and she's
Well, you
going
can
to go
see all
ahead.
squares, but yeah.
Yeah. So Ada's going to go ahead and smack. Do they count as an evil outsider, Sage?
No, they're a plant.
Okay. Just making sure. They are being... Wait, I can give up one of my attacks. So I'm going to give up my first attack to give to Ixen for a reaction.
Alright, very good, very good.
Ixen goes numb on the plant. Yes, a 14 does not hit.
That will not hit her.
Okay, well.
That will not hit her.
Wow. Wow.
As you
so
swing
that's
out
lovely.
wildly, the tentacles just whap away Ixen's mouth, and as a sword, the tentacle whapping away Ixen's mouth has disbalanced Ixen, causing your attack to miss as well.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking. Let me just bring up the spell so I have it on standby. I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action Hunter's Mark.
On her?
Yeah, I should have done that before, but I didn't, so.
Alright. Hunter's Mark. Boop. Pretty good. Anything else?
And I'm going to martial check.
Excellent.
Martial. Advantage is an option. Cool, and that means all my light sources are down, so I'm just gonna bop. Okay, so 21 martial.
21 martial, that is enough to learn stuff. That'll tell you her traits. Yes, nothing else though. Her traits are as follows. Cruel. This means that she has adverse effects on critical hits, specifically status effects or other awful developments that are based on critically hitting. Deadly. Higher than normal damage output. Evasive. She has the ability to transport herself around the battlefield nearly effortlessly. Lingering. She has abilities that will last beyond the combat. Ruthless and indirect ruthless. She can attack you when she's down, and her AoEs and all that can also attack you while you're down.
Great.
Does something without indirect, ruthless, not do damage on AoEs?
They do AoEs, but not to someone who's down. Yeah.
Okay, well, I suppose that is my turn then.
Alright, at the end of your turn, I'm going to use another legendary action. And this legendary action, let me scroll back up to it because I scrolled down to look at my traits, will be to activate Painful Touch. She will reach out a hand to caress the cheek of Ada. I need you to wait a second as I roll my attack roll to see if I can touch you. And then you'll need to make a con save if I do succeed. Alright, let's see. My touch attack is plus, this is a melee, so not a spell, just normal, so I only have my melee bonus, so here we go.
Roll 1. That's not a 1, Sage.
That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Give me
Sage.
a con save.
Fuck you.
I feel so attacked.
Good. So do I.
You should, because you just got attacked.
Yeah, I'm a fucking fight you. Where's the kendo swords?
Where's the kendo swords?
Yeah, I got a 6 con.
Alright, that is a failed con save.
Yeah,
I have
kill me.
good and
murder
bad
you.
news for you.
Ada is too awesome and doesn't affect them.
What would you like to hear first, the good or the bad?
Let's go with the bad.
Alright, the bad news is that you are prone, no longer riding Ixen, and are stunned in a fit of convulsions. And I'll roll how long you're stunned for.
Did you just give Ada a seizure?
Yes, I did. Yeah, specifically, that creature is struck, suffers from hideous, painful wounds that rip it open in their body, that causes them to fall prone in a fit of convulsions. They are suffering from the stun condition for 1d4 rounds and suffer 5 to 6 points of slashing damage. So you are stunned for 2 rounds and suffer 20 points of slashing damage. Oh, damn, I rolled hot on that.
God!
Ridiculous.
Holy shit!
What was the good news?
We're all
The good news
going
is
to
you're not
die.
dead.
Yeah, I you
I
got
have
us there.
news. You survived. On the downside, just barely.
So that's a barely.
Alright, there you go. That's her legendary action. She's happy we go to Kenna. You are
need a
blind
drink.
in this aura of thick green gas.
And you heard Ada scream out in pain and then a flap onto the ground.
So Kenna's gonna ride out on her horse in like a northwest direction. Or yeah, northwest.
All right, moving forward 40 feet, you can get to here.
Okay.
What's the speed of your mount?
It's 60, so I got another 10.
Gotcha.
Do the seedlings do anything though?
Not yet.
Yeah. Oh good.
Do they explode?
trying to decide if diplomacy is not worth it anymore.
I mean, if you're not sure what to do, start with a marshal.
Yeah, we'll marshal check it.
All right.
I mean, that's generally my go-to strategy. Don't know what to do? Marshal. Do I know anything new? No,
You have
probably
no
not.
idea.
We're going to use bonus action to hex Nemelphia, and we're gonna choose strength, so it'll
Alright.
affect her athletics. And then I'll choose for the action. Action, you know what? I'm gonna cast Libra.
Libra, giving an automatic success. All right, very good. Would you like to learn about statistics, actions, bonus actions, reactions, specials, legendaries, or layers?
Let's go specials.
All right, specials. She has Aura of Beauty, Aura of Worry, Corrupt Spellcasting, Corrupting Speed, not Seed, Necrotic Slough, Sight of Vines, Tied to the Land. Which one would you like to learn more about?
What were the two auras?
Aura of Beauty and Aura of Worry.
Let's go Aura of Worry.
All right. The Blight Queen exudes a 30-foot aura of anxiety and insecurity. Each creature within 30 feet of the Blight Queen must make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or suffer from the effects of the Bane spell. This stacks with similar effects. A creature that fails their save remains affected by the aura for 1d4 plus 1 rounds after leaving the radius. The Blight Queen gains fast healing 5 for each creature affected by this aura within her aura. Specifically, that occurs at the start of a creature's turn. I didn't have that in the writing. Yeah, the start of your turn, if you start your turn in the aura, you have to roll.
That is worrisome.
Yes.
Does that mean you should bring up the aura now?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her some auras.
Yeah, and I'll make sure and share that. Just shout it out.
Oh, that's funny. She puts out an aura of insecurity. I do that too.
And then Kenna will continue to move the 10 more feet that she has northwest, just to kind of get distance between, so
Alright, there you
the
go.
Reaver less likely. And that's everything.
Alright. Very good, very good. In that case, we move to... Do I want to use another legendary? I do have someone prone and stunned in front of me.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Sage.
This is how we TPK. Finally, we've been making this joke for about 5 sessions now.
No, we're not. No, I
Finally.
put too much effort into Ada at this point.
Didn't
I
you
have-
say something about you wanted to stop getting new characters from JC Stage?
Yeah.
Just
Look,
immediately
my
go-
killing players does not mean stopping new characters. My issue is people, you know, basically making new characters in Oblivion because something looked weird every 5 seconds. That's what I want to stop, not people
Canyon
dying.
syndrome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Nope. I really don't want to use my attack one on you, so I think I'm just not going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to use any legendaries. It's not worth it. It doesn't trigger any tactics or anything like that either, so Minerva. It might trigger, but not going to.
Can Minerva make martial checks?
What's their intelligence?
It is 10 or 14. One of the two.
Either way, yeah.
It is 13. The pod and Nemelphia are separate entities, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna do
specifically, since Minerva is part of Renea, I will give you this on her turn instead of your turn, like I was going to. These pods, these seedlings, are not actually the pods that you were told about to remove her corruption. That is this. The pod atop the root.
Yeah, that's the pod I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. So to succeed in clearing her corruption, so a peaceful end to this fight rather than just killing her and having it dead in Amelphia, you have to destroy these things. You know that there are 4 of them.
Okay. Is the root a separate thing from Nemelphia? Can I martial check that or no?
You can specifically target the roof. It
Okay.
is Nemelphia, but you can specifically target it.
Minerva's gonna do nothing. Okay, she's gonna go Neum, 100 feet to the east, northeast, looking for another one of those things. She's
All
got
right.
120-foot vision.
Are they immune to poison?
Yep.
Right, moving to here.
She's gonna stay a little more clear of the central tree.
What is their vision type?
It's 120-foot dark vision.
All right. The token didn't have it set, so. All right, so you are flying like so.
Stream lag. Yeah, like
Okay.
that.
There you go. You would see the edge of another one here. All right, let me go give it its aura real quick, so you can get an idea of it's threatened. Let's see, 80 foot is right there. All right, that is what Minerva finds as they fly with their action. Very good, very good. I do not wish to use any of my legendaries. We go to the show.
Wait, is that an 80-foot reach?
Yes. Their base is
Wow.
here, so it's basically a 60-foot reach. It's just, yeah. It's
Oh
centered
my.
in the center of the route.
Oh, wonderful.
You said that this is the pod that would need purifying?
Yep.
Yeah, Renea will communicate that to everyone else.
Alright, so to show, we'll go 1. We're in difficult terrain here, aren't we?
Yep. You also can't see.
1. Not at all? Not
You're
with
in a
dark vision?
giant cloud of thick green smoke.
Oh my.
It's noxious, in fact. It's a cloud kill.
How does that affect Renee's daylight that they got going on?
There's light shining from the cloud. It doesn't block, like, line of effect or anything like that. It just blocks sight. Because it's just thick fog. Think of it
show
like
is going to-
fog in a dance club. It's just, you can still see light coming through it.
Okay,
It's
okay,
just,
I
it's
get you.
thick. Yeah.
You can see a lighthouse through the fog.
The show is going to stumble out of the cloud.
Excellent.
You go, God, I hate plants. And he sees this pod here and 10. That's not nearly close enough. No. But what I can do is then go 1, 2. Step up to here.
You're action dashing or bonus action dashing?
Bonus action dashing.
Gotcha.
Bonus shook. And then as my action, I will use a radiant consumption. So now, creatures within 10 feet of me suffer 5 radiant damage at the end of my turn, and my attacks deal 9 extra radiant damage.
Excellent.
It is also incredibly bright around me.
How bright we talking? Does it give you an actual radius?
You shed bright light for 10 feet for a minute.
There you
go. And then I would use Action Surge, because I'm a fighter. And I can do this thing. And I will make 2 attacks against this seedling.
Excellent.
D20 plus 7. 19 and
19 will hit.
18.
18 will hit.
Alright, so this is gonna be a total of 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 10 piercing damage. So
Don't forget you can add your level because you're doing the consumption thing.
I know that was just piercing damage. 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 10 plus 18.
I think you're gonna do it.
No. And your attacks and spells deal 9 equal to your level extra radiant damage. It doesn't say once per
Because
turn.
in addition, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra radiant damage to the target.
It's once
Oh, yeah.
per.
Oh, alright. In which case, plus 9. Still good. Oh, not /2/R. $29 damage.
All right,
Nine of
29
which is radiant.
damage. The creature, the seedling, explodes in a shower of radiant energy. It is destroyed.
Then at the end of my turn, I deal 5 radiant damage to plant. To the pod.
The pod is not within 5 feet of you.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's
This
right
is the
here, isn't it?
pod.
That's the pod?
This is
I
the
thought
pod's
this was the
base. That is the pod. However, that is simulating its height.
I see.
Yeah, the base is here, so to be next to the pod, specifically the pod, you're technically going to have to be about 6 feet in the air and within this area here. So within 5 feet of this.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
do we have to
In that
radiant
case-
damage just the top, or
You can attack
is
the
the
tentacle.
whole thing? Okay, cool.
In that case, would it be out of question for me to use my item interaction to swap from my bound weapon from my rapier to my chakram?
You can do that if you would like to drop your weapon. Or if you have a quick draw sheath.
Or you could just sheath this turn and draw next turn.
Indeed, or that.
Well, they're both bound weapons. So it would be unsummoning one,
Oh,
resealing.
Do you not have to
summoning.
see-
I think it's bonus action desummon, action summon.
They're not a Hexblade, they're a Eldritch Knight.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Different.
Bonus
Or-
action summon?
or does Disho not have like a sheath for his sword?
He does, but that's usually to keep his sword out and ready.
Alright, let me go look real quick. Eldritch Knight. Da-da-da-da.
You don't need to de-summon one in order to summon the other.
It's a bonus action to summon it to your hand, so you have already used your bonus action, so unfortunately you were unable to do so.
So I will sheath my rapier.
Alright, very
Just
good.
so that I don't have to worry about it.
Very good, very good. Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Alright, Flooster.
Alright, so I am going to bonus action go hide over here in these trees.
Alright, alright.
Alright. And then from there I am going to try and shoot it with my bow. I'm going to try and shoot her up here, the big one.
You're really quiet. Who are you trying to shoot?
I'm gonna shoot this seedling down here.
Alright.
Give me jeez.
That'll hit.
Sweet. Easy.
We rolled really bad on initiative.
Yeah. I rolled really bad on initiative too.
Yeah, I noticed Nemelfi has a plus 14 initiative.
Oh, well, that means she's probably not going to do much against dex saves.
Alright, that's 5 damage.
5 damage marked to the creature. What type of damage is that?
I believe that's piercing.
Gotcha. Pew! The pod is damaged, but it's still pod-like. Anything else?
What is it that I do? I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright. From there, we go to Paul.
Paul is going to stumble his way out of the smoke.
I was trying to understand what you were
Then
saying.
he's going to move here. Can he see to show
No,
from
the
this
bonus action
position?
tried giving me
Can you see the
more
what?
damage?
Can he see to show from this position?
I already hit it.
Give me 1 second. Let me add some BBL to the cloud that you're next to. Alright, you can, yes. Part of them. Yeah.
I don't know.
Misty Step.
And then for my action, I'm going to spend a charge on my scepter and throw firebolts at the pod, or the big tentacled thing.
Alright, alright.
As a 22 hit.
22 will hit.
That is 13 points of fire damage.
Alright, 13 fire.
And that's going to be my turn.
Excellent. Very good, very good. At the end of your turn, I'm going to look at my legendaries because you're in the radius of one of my vines.
Paul gets bitch slapped.
Oh no, those are lair actions, never mind. I don't control those with legendaries. Carrying on. Alright, from there we go to Renea.
She's gonna fly 5 feet up, and I imagine she's out of the cloud at that point.
Let's see here. Yes.
Okay, she's gonna martial check the vine root pod thing. 18.
18. Alright. What would you like to learn about the pod thing?
What can I learn about it? Do you
Not
have
really a
list of
lot,
what-
so they're very specific, so I'm just gonna give you things. Let's see here. What do they have specifically? Alright, marshaling the vine, you realize that the pods specifically can be destroyed only with radiant damage. To kill them, the attack has to be radiant. That's not to say that damage will not harm them, and you can get them low enough to damage them, to get them low enough to destroy them. It's just radiant has to be the last attack. Currently, every other damage type other than radiant is halved, so that 13 fire is technically 6 damage on it.
Okay.
You have to do 60 damage total to destroy a pod.
Oof. You know, I really wish I had that homebrewed spell that did fire radiant mix.
I'm just gonna mark that as a delete because you now know it's halved.
Well, I'm hoping it's not very good at dex saves. Can Renea hit it from her current position with Sacred Flame? Because, it's tall?
Let's see here. I'm just gonna grab this guy as a base. Give him a height real quick. Elevation. Alright, let's see here. Remove that VBL. He's 70 feet away. Well, actually, its closest one would be there, so 60 feet away.
Okay, as an action, Renea will activate her Radiant Soul. So now her wings flare more brightly as she drops the produced flame in her hand and it fizzles away into nothingness. She draws her staff that shifts into a sword that ignites in light. And then it shifts back to a staff as the sword teleports next to the plant as she casts Spiritual Weapon.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
And that is D20 plus. Not using the staff. I'll use the staff, actually. Plus 11. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Is it restrained?
No, I'm just adding things so it doesn't show that it's, Nemelphia.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll change its token image later. I just don't really.
Plus 9. So that is 6 force and 9 radiant.
Alright, 6 force, 9 radiant.
And then she's going to take the rest of her 25 feet and fly north 1 and west 4. And I think that puts me out of its reach. And sort of over by the show.
Do you mean east?
Yeah, east. See, part of the problem is my TV faces south.
So over top to show, like right there.
One south of him.
So no north, just going straight east.
Yeah, I thought it was farther south than that. Yep, and that's it for my turn.
Alright. Very good, very good. Top of the round, we go to the lair action. I have someone in my lair.
You do.
Alright, let's see here. I can use Cursed Vine, I can use Grasping Vine. Or I can use Vine Morph. I don't really want to use Vine Morph right now, though, so.
And Renee will communicate the use Radiant on these things. Cries of nobody having Radiant ranged options except me. Or much at all, really. Desho's got his aura, that's it. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, it was suddenly so quiet. I thought I
I'm just reading which one I want to use, because they're very long abilities, so it's...
Sage, why do you have so many things? Stop it.
It's a boss fight. They're complicated, don't worry about it. Alright, I'm going to use the Grasping Vine lair action, which means I get to attempt to grab you and everyone in the radius of it. So it's just you, Paul. Alright, since you're in the area, I need to make a grapple check against you. Give me an athletics or acrobatics.
Does this get disadvantage because it's part of Nemelphia and the Hex?
Nope.
Alrighty. That's gonna be a.
Oh man, I rolled horrible.
I rolled a 10.
A total of 10?
Yes.
Oh.
I am not a martial character.
It's true. It is true. Alright, you are grasped by the grasping vines as they begin to swirl around you and restrain you in place. You are restrained and suffer some damage. And yeah, let me go mark this up.
How much damage?
You suffer 17 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic.
Necrotic indeed, because the black ichor is oozing onto your flesh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
All right,
that's good news.
that is my lair action. We then go to John, who is AFK.
Did you update the damage on the vine sage?
On this?
Yes.
Yeah, its token has the damage now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You added a token.
Well, while we wait for John, feel free to go grab a drink or something. I'm gonna give this thing a new
So-
token image.
I have a question, Sage. Do you have a single creature that doesn't have a bonus action option?
Of course.
Okay, let me rephrase this. Do you have a single creature above level 5 that doesn't have a bonus action option?
Yes. Our poor John is still not here.
He said something in general.
Oh, let's go check general. Feel free to skip. Okay. John will be delayed until their return. In that case, we go to Nemelphia.
Nemelphia kills John.
Alright, let's see here. 1 second.
Have I missed anything?
Nope, you're good. There you go. That's the plans image for ease. Alright, Nemelphia, she has gained initiative. She has regained her legendaries. And I go, mark those. 0 used. Alright, let me go through her list to see if she's used anything that needs to be recharged. None in the actions land because she just used a spell. She did use that, so I will roll a d6. See if I restore a Spore Pod. I do.
Doesn't Cloud Kill move? I want to say it does.
I think you're thinking of different.
It does move.
Like flows away from the caster following gravity, right?
Yeah. Well, not gravity, but do.
Can you not just pick up and drag your shapes once you've created them?
Oh yeah, we are on the new version. I could I think I can do that with Draw Explorer. Let's see.
Because I don't have to do it often, but when I do, it's super helpful in Roll20.
Negative. They have not added that functionality yet. But that's fine. I can just plop it down and then go delete it. Back. Alright, thing has moved away. It will matter for John if they're still in the area when it's their turn is restored, but yeah. Alright, let's see here. That has been restored. I have not used that. I have not used that. Nothing there that needs to be recharged but my legendaries. Nope. I have not used that, so nope. Lair actions. Any of these need to be re-rolled? Nope. Okay, cool. Everything's been regained. I'm going to go and look at some options now. Let's see here.
I don't like it when you say that.
Right, I think we're going to move forward, and we're going to... we are going to activate Focused Beauty as an action. As she glares down to make sure this is even worth it. As it glares down upon John. Fortunately, John is not here, so I will have that happen later. But Yeah, for her bonus action. She doesn't have any grappled, so that can't activate. She does have a new Spore Pod she can use. She's going to Spore Pod poor Ixen once more. That is another Constitution saving throw. As unfortunate. Alright, as she whaps her tentacles around, the branch slams into Ixen's heart and releases a pod as it slowly rises up the vine and out into the body of Ixen. They, since they have failed, are paralyzed.
Oh shit.
You get a new save every round, it's just paralyzed. Alright, and then I have some movement left, and I'm going to move to here. Actually, you're stunned and you're paralyzed, so I don't have to worry about provoking. And what's my reach to see how close
I was going to ask if I could get a reroll from somebody, but apparently I was muted.
You were muted. Would you
Yeah,
like to get a
so-
reroll?
If anyone's willing to give me one.
I do not have one.
I'll give you one. Take my inspiration.
Alright. That's just cursed. Alright.
Wow.
Yep. And she will
I
continue her movement
appreciate
here.
the help, though.
Give it back.
I do apologize deeply.
Welcome
Am I big charmed now? I was
So,
able to open the stream.
You are not being charmed. You do get your turn first, because she might change targets if you're not in that position anymore. So,
Cool.
it is your turn, though, so take your turn as is.
I re-click the A.
With the knowledge that she was actually here.
Yeah, here, and that I was still in the cloud.
Yeah, yeah.
He would have stepped out of cloud. She could have moved. How tall is
you are in the aura at the start of your turn, so that does matter.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Since you're in my aura of beauty, at the start of your turn, you do need to give me a wisdom saving throw against that.
I see. It is a battle of wits then. Okay. Sure, my save is...
Funny how she still has an aura of beauty when she's horrifying.
It's a corrupted version of it. It's still called the same thing, though.
Wisdom save is 5. $22.
22. You resist her horrifying visage. You are not shubba-booped. You're also immune to this at the start of your turn. However, if she does use the action, Focus Beauty, you will not be immune. Because that is considered separate. However, she has her secondary aura, which is the aura of worry. That has another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, more wisdom saves.
Oh, jeez. Why are there 2 saves?
8.
Alright, anything you want to give rerolls for that, or are you keeping it?
I don't have inspiration. I don't think a d6 is going to help an 8.
Alright, in that case, you are suffering from the Bane spell.
Okay. So it's a minus d4 on...
Attacks and saves.
Okay, that's sure. Wonderful. I will mark myself that I don't know the condition.
State spell Bane. Boop.
Oh, one.
You've been added.
Okay, wonderful.
Now you may take your turn.
Wonderful. Okay, we're trying again. What are the... So now I have to roll a d10 to be able to use the added vocal components starting now? Or how does that work?
Oh, for next session, I'll apply those.
Okay, next session. Wonderful. In that case, Freelo. Yeah, same thing. We're gonna make it a DC 18, and we're gonna add 25% duration. He will step out of where the cloud would have been, just barely, because he needs to keep. I don't know how big this altar is, but assuming decently tall.
She's pretty big too, so you can see her just fine.
Sure. Actually, you know what? It's easier to move. So here, I'd have 15. Cool. Perfect. And once again, DC 18 charisma.
All right.
lest ye be
She will use a villain point.
roll a 1.
That is an
Dang
18.
it.
She resists
Damn.
it once more.
Here I was hoping for a double burn.
Well, there's everything I have. He will.
You still got a gun.
Non-lethal
Rifle
thing
butt.
I've got. Yes, because the guy with 8 strikes, would using my gun as a club still use the the
No, it'd be
warlock
considered a club
charisma?
based upon the size of the gun itself.
But you would use
But-
charisma. Yeah.
It is still his
but-
hex weapon.
It is still my
technically.
hex
He would
weapon.
use charisma. It just would be, a club.
Perfect. Okay. Well, yeah,
And I
suppose
think
that's an option.
Ethan, was gone for this, but Renea did call out to damage the pods with radiant to kill them. The tentacle
John
thing.
has radiant.
It's pretty much only you, I'm pretty sure. So
Does your cosmic chamber do radiant?
No. That'd be amazing, but that'd be for a very different John.
But you can shoot them normally, it just deals half damage.
And they have to be killed by radiant damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Noted. I guess the last thing I'll do. Now we martial checked her a decent bit. Is there anything else I can really bonus action do?
You've got your curse. Hexblade's curse.
I do have Hexblade's curse. I appreciate you. Yeah, we will Hexblade curse them.
excellent.
So, for 1 minute. Yep.
All right.
Cool.
And is that your turn?
Just in case it's not an item interaction to take my gun out of the holster, but just in case. Gun is finally out of the holster.
Gotcha. All right. Then her turn will activate, and she will do the thing that she did, and she will move to. Since she doesn't have to worry about provoking from either, she'll move to here. All right. Her movement has been achieved, and her action was to focus beauty upon you. Give me another save against her aura of beauty.
More wisdom. Just keep adding on to this.
Damn it.
Just gonna keep adding them. More! Oh god, okay, yeah.
All right, that's even also including -4 in that. So, unless you have a reroll, you're not saving it.
No.
All right. You are incapacitated, infatuated with her horrifying visage. It's somehow beautiful, even though it's horrifying and disgusting.
This is the most accurate way that John would go. Yep, okay.
So at the start of your next turn, you will get a new save. And so on and so forth until you're free.
Fantastic.
But yeah, that is her action. She has basically locked you, Ada, and Ixen. So he's happy about that. Alright, Ixen, you are paralyzed by her sprouting pod. Let me go scroll up to find out specifically on that.
Whiz save.
At the end of each of your turns, you get a new Constitution saving throw.
Isn't Ixen like the only person good at con
Have you
save?
rolled the same save?
That
three
is my
times in a
fourth
row?
4 in a
Yeah,
row.
that's horrible.
How come that couldn't be 20s game?
Alright,
It's 4 4s. Does that do anything special, Sage?
no. It makes you sad that you rolled 4 4s in a row. That's
Well,
pretty special.
Ixen.
Yahtzee.
Ada.
And Ada just stunned for an extra turn, so hey, that's my turns, guys.
Yep, Ada's...
Check it out. Fastest turns in the West.
Pretty sure Ada is just stun, no save. So,
Yep, that's one round.
yep, 1 of 2. Alright, Kenna.
Okay, so we are going to. Yeah, we're gonna move out of to the northwest again. Try to put as much.
Oh, you are in my aura at the start of your turn, so 2 wisdom saves. First for beauty, second for insecurity, the worry one.
Do I have to make those two?
At the start of your turn, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go do those.
I have the aura and everything too, to remind me. I just always forget.
So I have to make
You
2
guys
wisdom
then
saves,
forget
right?
to add it.
Yep.
Okay, wisdom. Okay, so that's for First aura, I don't know what the first aura is, and then for the second aura,
The first aura doesn't matter for you guys because you're already basically stun locked.
but could it increase the amount of stun lock?
Not really.
Like it's having
Didn't you say something about immunity if you pass though?
Yeah, if you pass, but they didn't pass.
Sorry,
John
so
did.
do I have to roll 2 more wisdom saves, or
Yep, 2 more
is that all I
wisdoms
need?
because of the aura of worry. And as for Kenna, your second one's not visible. Oh no, it is. Dice man just rolled first. No, you're trying to use that and it didn't work, so you use that. Okay. A 5 is not enough, so you are unfortunately incapacitated. So you're unable to take actions on your turn.
Was that a charm effect though?
Yes, it would be considered charm effect because this is your aura of beauty.
well,
Are you resistant to charm as a half elf?
is a half elf you do have the Fey ancestry with advantage to charm,
You
but
were
the
good to roll
advantage doesn't
advantage
have
then.
the 5 and a 6.
So do I. So I'm
Yep.
gonna go ahead and
Okay, you're good to roll me again for the incapacitation.
I'm gonna guess all the DCs are above 15.
Yeah, from what we've seen, they're like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Wow, 5, 6, 7.
All right, that's enough. You are incapacitated. Now once more for you, Kenna, for the Bane.
I'm guessing that's not a charm.
That is not a charm, no.
No.
Anything to your rolls, you can still feel free to add them, JC.
I don't think I do.
So the Bane one is 19.
Yep, you resist the Bane, no issue, but you are unfortunately unable to take any actions this round. That doesn't mean you can't move, it just means you can't take actions.
Okay.
Yes, I am bane and
So,
incapacitated.
we're definitely running 30 feet to the northwest.
Can't your horse dash so you get 60?
Yeah, I guess the horse can dash. 16.
Does the horse need to make saves?
Yes, technically they do. I would imagine.
1 second.
Unless it's something that affects only humanoids.
The horse might be immune to charm too as a fairy dragon.
That's what I'm checking because I'm pretty sure they are. You're fine. It's not from Fairy Dragon. It's specifically because they're a Fae, and this is a Fae plant. So, yeah, they're just immune to her aura of beauty.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're
Nice.
good to move 60 feet. Where do you want to go?
So let's see. So we're gonna go as northwest as far as we can, trying to find that pot up there.
All right, 60 feet to there. Bap. You've been marked. Vision. You do not see any pods up in this direction. At least not yet. All right, very good. Very good, very good. All right, Minerva.
Minerva's gonna keep mewing.
Where are you numing to?
Same direction, 50 feet.
All right, you see the full pod.
Put it. Then she's gonna go north 50 feet. I mean, technically Minerva can do radiant damage, but it requires my action to do so.
All right. You do not see any other pods currently, but you have flown your full action movement.
Yeah, that's a big tree. Magic circle around the tree would not trap Nemelphia inside it.
Nope. All right, Deshow.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Well, to show, I have realized that all of my antics with the chakram I really don't need to do, so I just have my rapier sheath. And I'm going to look up at the pod above me and say, yes, that is up there. And I will shoot it with firebolt.
Excellent.
Well, I mean, if you use your chakram, you're getting the 2 chances to hit instead of 1.
Yes, but if I use the firebolt, then I get 2d10 fire damage plus the radiant damage.
But you don't have modifier on that, and you got D8 plus mod for the chakrams, or chakrams D6.
Chakra through D6. 21.
21. That'll slam into the pod. Alright, 25. Fire damage reduced to 12.
Well, no, that's 16 fire damage plus 9 radiant damage.
Oh, I see. So let's see here. That'd be reduced to 3, so I need to heal it for 3, and then it suffers the 9, so effectively I need to damage it for 6 more.
Efficiency.
Indeed. Damage applied. The pod is still intact, but it is heavily damaged. You can see that the black ichor is seemingly receding back into the pod.
God, that shit's gross.
It is pretty gross. Anything else?
The show is going to gag because it's gross.
It's fair.
And he's going to look over and take into account all of this situation going on. And that's my turn.
Alright. Floofster. It is
Alright,
you.
so I am going to activate my Mantle of Majesty.
Alright.
And I'm going to tell the Nothia to sleep.
Yelling sleep at it.
I mean, you'll sleep at it.
Let's see here. I'm just looking to see if it understands your language. What language are you speaking?
Common.
What languages do you understand?
What languages do I understand?
Yeah, what languages do you speak? So your full repertoire of language.
We had them written down, now they're gone. Free, feline, and
Like Screech, Feline, and Common, I believe.
Alright. Unfortunately, she does not understand your language and is thus immune to the spell from you.
Didn't Sophronia speak common?
Yeah,
Or...
but she doesn't.
Come on, get an education like your sister. Your mother's so disappointed in you.
Get an education like your sister. What?
Man.
Can't you be more like
Wow.
your sister, damn it?
Why can't you be more
Wow.
like
Fucking
this?
throwing
Yeah.
shade on my boss, okay. Well, I'm gonna give her 10
Okay.
damage just for that fucking shade, Jesus.
Okay, right, hold on. The last guy's name was Ted.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay.
10 damage, 10 shade damage.
Yeah, unfortunately that does not affect her, but anything else for you? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to John.
Unfortunately, your command ability is a bonus action, and Bardic Inspiration is also a bonus action.
I always.
Yeah, it is a unfortunate stupid boop right there.
Alright, well then I guess I'll just shoot her.
Alright.
Well, that's interesting. I did 10 extra planar damage to Nemelphia.
You, out of character. Fucking. Jordan dealt 10 damage.
I'm pretty sure that makes me the highest damage dealing player in the game.
I can't argue.
I feel like I've actually had another player deal more damage than that, but that was in a different campaign. So in this campaign, yes.
Was it Raj?
No.
Damn.
Wait, who dealt the most damage so far?
As a player, not a PC.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit Nemelphia. That it will tink off her thick wooden hide.
Everyone
You're rolling in general, by the way, Ryan.
Oops.
But yeah, 16 will miss by 1, unfortunately.
All right.
All right, very good. Anything else?
I'm going to move kind of over by where that mushroom is.
That's out.
Right over there.
Very good. All right, Paul.
Okay, I'm still trapped by these vines.
Mm-hmm.
So, bonus action, Misty Step.
Or stuck, what's called.
That's just cheating.
Sad player.
I'm a
noises.
wizard. This is
I
what I
know.
do.
It's what you do. You're good.
Alright, and then for my action, I'm gonna throw another firebolt using a charge from the staff.
At the
And
pod?
yeah, at the pod.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot to add my damage from using the
Uh,
freaking thing.
15 hit.
15. Ooh. It will slam into the pod, but will be deflected by one of the black ichors that is oozing out of its little pod holes. Missed
Oh,
by
darn
1.
it. That is my turn.
All right.
That's a
Renea.
shame. Can you put my spiritual weapon on the field?
Yeah.
So she's gonna move her spiritual weapon so it's in the top. She's gonna put it in the top left-hand corner.
All right. So itty bitty.
And then it's gonna swing and hopefully hit.
All right.
So it's +8 without the staff. And we're gonna blow another charge on the staff. 27.
That'll hit.
Uh, 9. So that is 23 minus 9 is the non-radiant and then 9 radiant.
All right. So 23 damage total, because I think it's just unfortunate. All right. Yeah. All right. So that is
16
7.
non-radiant damage.
Wait, what?
And then 9 radiant.
You mean 14 non-radiant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I bad with math?
All right. So 7 plus 9. Damage applied. The pod is severely damaged, but is still pod-like.
And then I'm gonna Sacred Flame it.
All right. Dex save.
Dex save, Mr. Pod.
I horribly fail.
Excellent. Too bad it didn't auto-fail though.
Yeah,
Nice.
the tentacle wiggles a bit as per the dog tail wagging nature. So
Just 2d8. 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant. I have good news and bad news.
It's not dead.
It has very little HP, but it's not dead. It's in single digits. It's really close.
Renee is then going to fly 30 feet towards the other pod.
All right.
Actually, no, she's going to 30 feet straight east first.
All
Let's
right.
get as far away from the Melfi as possible
There
before
you
she
go.
starts going north.
Very good. Very good. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. At the end of your turn, I will use a legendary action. Just go back to my legendary options real quick. I'm pretty sure it's the Curse of Spores I want to activate. No, sorry, not Curse of Spores. The Corrupting Vines I want to activate. Yes, indeed. All right, so Nemelfiel will use the Corrupting Vines as a legendary action at the end of enemy's turn. The Blight Queen can make a single Corrupting Vine attack against each creature within 30 feet. So I'll be making attacks. Going doot, doot, and doot. So attacks against you. This is an advantage because you're stunned. However, you're further than 10 feet away, or 5 feet away, so you are disadvantaged. So straight roll. Because prone is both a boon and a bane. So corrupting vine, corrupting vine. Boop. Well.
Well, I
that
see
is-
big.
That is an
Big-
18 to confirm on Ada, which does not confirm. I'm gonna make that confirm.
You're a
I'm just gonna
bitch.
make that confirmed.
I'm just gonna roll my villain point real quick.
Didn't you say you wanted Sage? Didn't you say not to make new PCs?
That is.
All right, that is a 19 to confirm, JC.
Yeah, that's my AC, and
All
I
right,
can't do
that
anything
is
about it because I'm
28 necrotic
so like
And-
in total it's 28 damage.
in total. 28.
I hate to be that guy, but at the same time, I don't. Didn't you say that her crits were worse?
Oh yes, you're right. Let me go look at my crit options. Control F,
That's
critical.
fair.
I have to go pee.
No worries.
How dare you? Go pee for me too while you're at it.
You know.
Oh,
I'm
so I have
sorry,
good
but-
news and potentially upsetting news.
I am now under the control of Nemelphia.
No. So I
Good.
will go with the upsetting news first. The upsetting news is that her critical effect is pretty nasty.
Yeah.
The good news is that she actually doesn't get to use it. Because it takes a
Oh.
legendary action to use, and she has already used all of hers.
Oh, hell yeah!
So,
So we don't know what it is, but now we know it's really, really bad.
It's
Yeah.
It's a do not.
yeah, it's a, oh dear god.
Which
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being demonic poison, day 3. What
Oh
would
yeah,
it
because
be?
this is the last legendary action they used the turn.
That's why I was using it here. The effect, I would consider that to be pretty freaking bad.
Okay, don't get crit. Got it.
Okay, yeah. You know, just
I
don't
like
get
how Renea
outskilled.
is like technically the safest one from that because they are the lowest on the initiative from them. Actually, no,
Yeah.
technically John would be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does so much necrotic, but I don't.
All right, swinging at Ixen now. Rolling a 2. I do have advantage because you are not prone. You're just paralyzed.
Yep.
All right, 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right, 21
Does
necrotic.
being paralyzed make an automatic critical?
Only if you're
If I'm within 5 feet, I have to be within
Okay.
5 feet, and I'm not
Yeah,
within
I
5
did
feet of
not
anyone.
know that until last Monday.
Yeah, solid stuff right there. All right, damage applied to you. Now I'm going to attack John.
Hi.
That's just a fumble. Let me roll to see if I confirm that. Nope, don't confirm my fumble. But I completely miss you as the last tendril just goes and just tries
So
to
fucking-
smack me in the face, but I duck out of the way just in time.
Got him.
All right, that is everyone within my reach, though. So that is my legendary. We can click to the next. Before we go to the lair action, that is what we're going to call the session. We'll continue the fight next week. It is 8:20, and I got to prep for school tomorrow because I got to wake up really early.
Don't you? Are you taking more than one class? Didn't you only have like one left?
What? No.
Didn't you?
No, I'm taking a full semester. But I
Oh,
don't
so
actually have
that
to
sounds
wake
like
up
a personal
early
problem.
tomorrow because of school. My class doesn't start till 10, but I do have to wake up early tomorrow because I have to wait for a package that is going to be showing up between 8 and 1, so it's kind of annoying. Anyways, yes, I got to wake up early, and it's going to be horrible because I stayed up till like 5. I think it was 5, yes, last night, so.
Oh.
It's not going to be fun. Anyways, I'm going to call the session here. I hope everyone had fun. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
I'm not having fun. I don't